God damn, guys. God damn.
Wow. Um. Well. Uh. Huh. Night of Champions. Night of Champions, bro. Kind of don't know how to feel after watching the show. I think they made a lot of good decisions. I think they made a lot of really good decisions. Kind of shocking. My big gripe with the show, match placement. What the hell were we thinking? Putting the two sleeper matches right before the main event. And I think what, especially that first hour, I really didn't understand. Why would, in an attempt to get people to like purchase the platform, why would you put both King and Queen of the Ring matches in the first hour of the show? And then like half of the other shit you didn't really care about. Like, I'm sorry, but like the show had like an okay flow, and then we got to the US title stuff.
Ooh.
And for me, you know, in the words of Sir K, I think the show started, you know, dragging ass. It kind of started dragging ass for me a little bit. Also, 2 wasn't really that big of fan of the EO and Liv match, as I said I wasn't going to be, because I've watched 3 of their other matches that I wasn't really a fan of, to be honest. I mean, they're good matches. They're nothing really over the top in my opinion, but I thought the decision making on the show was very good. A lot of the matches didn't really hit. Honestly, the only match that I kind of really enjoyed was the steel cage match, which I mean, what do you fucking expect? It's Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker, so.
Exactly. All their matches have been good up to this point, and like the first half of that match dragged a little bit, but in the later half it got really good and just legit, man, which is what you want to see, man. But overall, I'm in the same boat as you, man. The decisions tonight were shocking in a good way, and a shocking good decisions, man. They went with Oba. They they went with EO, and I don't know who they picked for EO, but better than Liv winning. And in the main event, fucking Sami Zayn won the world title, man. So very shocking and good decisions. The only decision I didn't really like tonight was the Seth win decision, but I expected that anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm not really too pissed about that one. It was just kind of the match quality and the flow of the show kind of just sucked. It was a weird tandem of good, shocking decisions with the most fucking dragged, boring filled pay-per-view you could probably put on. So it wasn't a bad show, just the show itself in terms of the matches, the match placement, most of the match quality tonight, especially with those 2 US title matches, man, were kind of just bad, man. Kind of just bad for the most part. The in-ring quality was not very good overall on the pay-per-view tonight, but Triple H, he didn't shock me. He made good decisions. There's a lot of possibilities for SummerSlam now, which is good. You want a lot of possibilities that are all pretty good. And look at that. We said that this pay-per-view was either going to make or break SummerSlam. Did it make SummerSlam? No. Did it break it? No, which at this point is the best case scenario for Triple H, man. So overall, I'm shockingly happy with the decisions on this pay-per-view.
Yeah, absolutely. I am too. I am too. Although I was very scared going into that King of the Ring final match, I never truly hung on to the idea of Jey Uso winning it, only because, like, to me that's just too much. I think that's just too much. I think that's too
stupid.
That to me, it was just too much. It was too much to sit there and genuinely think that there could be a guy walking the earth who was going to make the decision to have Obafemi lose to fucking Jey Uso in the main event, or sorry, in the finals of a King of the Ring tournament. That to me, again, that was just too egregious for me to kind of sink my teeth into. But especially when we heard that the match was coming on first, then I got really scared because I kind of had the feeling like, oh my God, are they doing this because Brock Lesnar doesn't want to stick around all night and he wants to get out of the 114-degree weather in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. So I did start to get a little scared, but I truly just couldn't get myself to really, like, I guess fully buy into like Jey Uso actually winning it, because again, that's just so bad. That's just so bad. It's too much. It's an oversaturation of shit. And I just couldn't get myself, like I said, to believe that there would be somebody on God's green earth that would actually make that call. Thankfully they didn't. Now we're getting Obafemi, especially with Cody losing the belt. It makes it very obvious now who Obafemi is going after.
So.
And I feel even if Cody did have the belt, it was he's kind of already, he already obviously told Jay, tell your cousin he's got bullets for him or whatever, whatever he said. So, looks like we're getting our Obafemi and Roman Reigns match. That's probably going to be the match where Solo Sikoa costs Obafemi and officially rejoins the bloodline. But
SummerSlam, dude, I'm so scared. It's all the bloodline related stuff I'm scared for. I'm really not scared. I know most of the show is going to be mid. I know it. And then the bloodline stuff is just going to drag it down, man. And we're going to have, like, Obafemi as, like, the only solace on the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, I'm thinking, obviously, it obviously makes it a little more obvious, who Obafemi is going to be going after. And then as for the WWE Championship, this may be quite the question to ask. Are we even sure Sami makes it to SummerSlam still with the title?
There's a lot of possibilities. We'll get into it, but one fan I saw said on Twitter, what are the odds? Because they are not opposed to this. Is if Saturday night's main event, Brock destroys Sami, and we get the last Oba and Brock match for the title. I really wouldn't doubt that. I wouldn't doubt that. That's not what I want them to do, but I wouldn't doubt that, man. I wouldn't doubt that. That's probably the worst thing you could do with that title, for SummerSlam and all that, and before SummerSlam. You have a lot of possibilities. You could have Oba face Sami and, destroy Sami if you really want. You could do... I really feel like Sami might get Punk at this point. I don't know. They got that history.
Yeah, I don't know. I just have a weird feeling that, like, I just don't know, especially with this MSG show coming up, and
like something's gonna happen at that show.
Yeah, and WWE, they know how bad SmackDown is, so they're obviously no stranger to putting, like, big title matches on SmackDown. And obviously, I think we've seen Drew win the title on SmackDown this year. I just don't know that I'm fully confident that Sami makes it to... Sami even or at least he either isn't going to make it to SummerSlam, or he doesn't make it past SummerSlam with that title.
And, like, Seth beat Braun tonight. He's moving on from the vision, seemingly, from this. I think he's gonna face Roman. As much as
you fucking might be onto something with that Brock thing.
As much as they're as much as they're having Oba like talk about Roman, I think they just want to plant the seeds for that in the future.
So it's the WrestleMania backup plan.
Because it's the WrestleMania fucking backup plan, and I still feel unless Seth's gonna be distracted with something else, and Seth and Roman is still the Mania plan. I don't know, man. I just gotta. With that Saturday night's main event, something fucky is gonna happen at that show, dude. I don't trust it, and something fucky, I don't know what it is gonna fucking happen at that show. Whether it's Bloodline or WWE title shit, something fucky is gonna happen at that show. I don't trust it.
Yeah, that would.
It's just something's gonna happen,
unless the Vision shit isn't over. And they're gonna continue. I'm sorry, and they're gonna continue Rollins and Breaker and do the blow off at SummerSlam.
But even then, like,
Or maybe they do like a multi-man?
yeah, maybe it's gonna like
Like
instead of
Division versus like Rollins and the Profits? Holy shit.
oh fuck, man! I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I think it is a better scene than obviously if Jay would have won or some shit like that, or even Cody would have retained. It is a better scene than it was going into Night of Champions. It is a better scene coming out, but I'm still scared because I still don't trust Triple H. He still hasn't get. I'm seeing all these tweets about what did I just see? This was the jolt that WWE needed. Motherfucker, they need a full defibrillator every 15 minutes to keep that heart alive, bro.
Well, hey, you know, one night of making right decisions is gonna fix.
He's gonna fix
the past
everything.
year and a half.
Like, dog, you need to like if you're doing good now and you do good at SummerSlam, all right, I would say you might have your jolt back. I don't trust these motherfuckers. I don't.
Yeah,
I feel like
can't.
something fucky is gonna happen from now to SummerSlam to make shit weird. I don't think it's gonna involve Cody. I think I know what's gonna happen with Cody. I don't think he'll be in the world title scene at SummerSlam.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't know. I can't picture, in a way, Sami going into SummerSlam as the champion. I don't know why, but I can't. I don't. I feel like they want. I feel like they're gonna do something. I feel like they're gonna do something fucky.
Also, too, you know, I see manager Logan saying that Oba already called out Roman. The only thing is, like, if we see Brock get a championship, like, if WWE wants to do that, WWE is also no strangers to having somebody say, you know, I want that title, but not now. I'm gonna come back for it because I have business with Brock. You know what I mean, I could that it's always a possibility. Again, I obviously think that's the smartest route. I think that's what you should just give us at this point. And also too, with what you're doing with Roman Reigns and the Bloodline, I also would not be. I wouldn't be opposed to them taking the title from Roman already and just kind of having him exist in the Bloodline circle. And I hate that because that's what Roman did for so long, but it's like,
I want more.
Just if you're going to do that, then get the title out of it.
And that's my thing going into and out of SummerSlam. For the big stuff they want for Mania, they want Cody and Punk, and they want Roman and Seth, and like Roman and the Bloodline circle. All that stuff, I don't want the title to either of those stuff on either of those shows, bro. I don't want Roman with that title after SummerSlam at this point. I don't want Cody and Punk with the title after SummerSlam at this point. I don't want any of that stuff around any of the show's titles. I really don't. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't either, man. I don't either. And again, it's like I do want to see Roman in other scenes, involved with other scenes and stuff, and kind of again facing new people. I want to see him facing the Obas, the Javons, the you know, X, Y, and Z, whoever. I want to see Roman Reigns fighting other people. You know what I mean? And I think WWE just is comfortable and they like him in the Bloodline, you know, involved with Solo and Jacob and the Usos, and I think they just like him in that. And if they want him to do that, then that's their own mistake, but at least get the championship out of it. So again, the most logical route I think would be to just fucking do Oba and Roman. That's what everybody's been wanting. That's what everybody's been asking for. But get the title out of it. Get the title out of it. And again, don't be afraid to put the championship on Obafemi, because
please don't.
It's again, it's like, I just feel the other option of that is Roman's going to hold the championship and it's just going to kind of be involved and existing in, you know, what we call the Bloodline vortex. And it's like, again, I love the Bloodline story. I really do, but I think it's had its time, and it's especially had its time when you don't really offer any new perspectives to the story. You just kind of do rinse and repeat. These people get away from Roman for a little bit, then Roman manipulates them back, and then they don't want to go back, but they go back, and then once they're back, they're fucking 10 toes down for him, and
then they get pissed off at him, then they ditch him, and It's the same cycle we've been in with this, man. And I
Yes.
don't want to watch the same thing over and over and over again. I want, especially with Roman. Roman is so great when he's interacting with people outside of his family, and that's all they delegate him to. So it's very frustrating to see where the summer for the Bloodline Vortex went.
Very, very. But yeah. So yeah,
They got a lot of options for SummerSlam,
They,
man.
yes, SummerSlam definitely you've definitely opened a lot of doors with SummerSlam. It's like, and especially with Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's now the WWE champion, so do you do Cody and Sami? Does Cody just win the title back? Do you do now? If I had a dream scenario, I would fucking say, you bring Kevin Owens back at Madison Square Garden to challenge Sami Zayn. Because also, too, one thing, I know they're always going to be best friends. They talk about Kevin Owens as if the last time we didn't see him, he was fucking spike pile driving Sami Zayn on chairs. And I get, like,
They're always best friends, but like they weren't at the time.
yeah, like and they're talking like, oh, Kevin Owens is. First of all, they're talking like Kevin Owens is fucking dead. They're like, oh, Kevin Owens is looking down, smiling at Sami Zayn right now. That's what Michael Cole says. I'm like,
Dead.
he's not dead, and I'm like, no, I think, like, at least the last version of Kevin Owens we've seen, Kevin Owens is probably chomping at the bits to fucking come back and take the title from his boy Sami Zayn right now.
Mhm.
He was challenging for it once upon a time.
He wanted to get the title. He was doing anything to get the title, man. And I don't know, for Cody, what I see, I think he might get his rematch at the Madison Square Garden, and I think Randy might return, screw him over, and we get the one-on-one with Randy and Cody. Which if it's off, if it doesn't involve the title, I'm okay with that. I am
But
good.
what if?
Oh no!
What if we get to MSG?
Oh god!
And being that Knicks legend Danhausen is there, he's gonna curse Sami Zaynhausen. Sami Zaynhausen is gonna then lose to Cody Rhodes, and then while Cody's celebrating with a title, Orton.
Triple H would have lost the plot at that point. Well, I mean, he's no stranger to it.
Night of
but...
Champions would be completely null and void
exactly.
if that happens.
You know what I mean? But man, they could do a lot for SummerSlam, man, and who knows if they're gonna do what's right for SummerSlam? Probably not.
Yeah, to be honest, to be honest, bro, probably something's probably
They're gonna fuck something up. I feel like they might get something right, but they're gonna fuck at least something up on that show, 100%.
Yeah, they definitely are. They definitely are, bro. If WWE's good for one thing, it's whenever there's a Big 5 pay-per-view,
they're gonna fuck something up.
Something's gonna get catastrophically fucked up. Something will. So yeah, there's a lot of options you could go, but like I said, obviously, in a perfect world, again, I'm sure we haven't heard anything about KO, but obviously I'm pretty sure he's not making it back for SummerSlam. In a perfect world, Kevin Owens returning, taking the title from Sami Zayn would be fucking sick.
Or he finally gets to do what he couldn't do last year and like maybe attack Sami Zayn, and he ends up being Mr. Money in the Bank later. Man, that'd be perfect, man.
Oh my god!
And I really think that is perfect for Punk and Cody if they essentially keep getting pushed out of the world title scene and they take it out on each other. That's how you do their story for me.
That's probably your best route.
They're not gonna do that
because the world title scene is like,
I don't want them in it.
Yeah, it's like it's two guys that are always in it. I think that would probably be the best way to go about it. And then again, speaking in a perfect world, a guy like Kevin Owens, being in that scene, I think somebody who people always kind of wanted to see back in that scene, back winning a world championship. That would be great. Those two just kind of fighting their way to the top. But WWE, they see the two biggest stars. They got to attach the biggest title to it because it's the biggest box office and it's going to make the biggest media views, like Danhausen supporting the Knicks in the biggest way possible.
Where Jalen Brunson gets a fucking signed title, not by Danhausen, by Roman Reigns, obviously. That's your fucking big name. And you get no mention of Danhausen from the Knicks because they don't give a fuck about the dude. That's fucking whole different fucking.
Yeah. But yeah, but obviously, we're not in a perfect world, and my guy KO, again, we don't really know how far off he is or still is or whatever. What could you do with Sami here? Don't really want to see Sami Gunther.
No.
Don't really want to see Sami Cody at all.
You know, in another perfect world, man, maybe Gable finally gets what he couldn't with Sami Zayn.
So fucking awesome.
Gets the fucking world title. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, not at all.
It's never gonna happen. But like that would be perfect, bro. That'd be perfect. They ain't gonna do that. They ain't got the balls.
Especially with this like delusional Sami Zayn character, you know, like thinking that like he helped Gable, but obviously Gable knows he only ever kind of held him back, and fucking he helped Sami get what he should have got.
And imagine Gable like finally getting to the path where like Otis and them are actually gonna apologize to him, but due to Maxine, I guess now being friends with Paul Heyman, which is a whole nother problem, they maybe get him off the show and on to SmackDown, and now he's all alone on SmackDown. It'd be perfect, man. It'd be perfect. They're not gonna do nothing like that, but I would 100% do that shit.
That would be dope.
That would be real dope.
What we're probably gonna get, genuinely, what I'm feeling is
Punk and Sami. That's what I feel.
If we get CM Punk coming back and moving over to SmackDown to do the Cody program, do we just get Sami Gunther?
I could see that too.
Because I'm trying to think, like, what's the most dull thing that, like, WWE, like, through their eyes would think, like, this just makes sense. And, like, Gunther is going to have...
He didn't pin Gunther.
He didn't pin Gunther, so Gunther's going to have that chip on his shoulder. So they're going to do Sami and Gunther, and they're going to put Cody with Punk. Either that, or we get, like, a fatal four-way with Punk, Cody, Sami, Gunther.
I wouldn't doubt something like that either, man.
You know what I mean? Because that's another thing where, like, Triple H could fucking... I could already see him in the ads for SummerSlam. For the biggest stars, for the biggest title in this industry.
And then, like,
that's what we do.
Through the whole match, Punk and Cody are gonna fucking hard focus on each other eventually.
Yeah, they're gonna
blame each other for not winning.
Yep, they're gonna start as friends, and then like one of them's gonna steal the pin, and then they're gonna start fighting, and then
because you know he just didn't. Because you know someone who you're facing against didn't just want to watch you win the fucking match instead of them. But you're mad because they broke up your. I hate that type of shit when they do that. I hate when they put like friends in a match and they get mad that they're trying to win the match. Fucking that's the game, bro. You want to see John Moxley mad because fucking Claudio's trying to win the match instead. He just knows what to do. Try to win the match myself. Man.
I don't know. I don't know what they could do, but I will say Sami Zayn for sure opens up a lot of possibilities for what they could do, like, for SummerSlam. Again, if they want something real big on the marquee for SummerSlam, I just don't think they view Sami Zayn as, like, that big marquee match, and I genuinely would not be surprised if Cody Rhodes gets the title back at MSG, especially because Cody's got that infatuation with MSG where, like, he says it every time he's in MSG. There's no way I could miss a show in MSG. So, like, I feel like he's going to be on that show, and I would not be shocked, genuinely, to see him win the title back and to see Randy Orton come back and attack Cody Rhodes, and then, you know, maybe we get, like, Sami Zayn, like, raging out like a crybaby, and then Punk goes over to SmackDown and he's like, dude, why are you acting like a bitch? And then they have a fucking match at SummerSlam. As for Gunther, Brock or fucking nothing, I don't know.
Gunther, man, I would say even like Brock, but like I don't think that's happening. I still think somehow, some way, we're gonna get an Oba and Brock match on that weekend, bro. I don't know why. I feel like it's either gonna be for Sammy's title and Brock is gonna take the title from Sammy, or he's gonna pull double duty. I just don't see anybody else facing Brock at this point. It's weird. Mm-hmm. They set up the weirdest shit ever, man.
Yeah, Sami Zayn definitely throws a monkey wrench into a lot of what WWE's got going on. Here, let me see. I got to see these graphics.
Oh shit, SummerSlam. All right, let me see.
Oh my god, the fucking graphics is Minabota.
Minabota. These AI ass graphics.
The SummerSlam graphics say, obviously you guys know the logo says SummerSlam, and look at the WWE logo.
Why is it like? Why is it under the mask?
It's like so thin.
Like, dude,
that's not the logo.
God, that shit looks horrible.
Dude, they put out. I'm looking at somebody's tweet. They put out a the Viking helmet. The Viking helmet in the background has a WWE logo, and it says you know, it's got the SummerSlam logo in the background, and it says SummerSlam Minabota.
It dead ass says Minabota, bro.
And then the logo itself is like so thin
and like long at the top, like it's like stretched out, like
and it's not the WWE logo, bro.
Bro, what? This looks horrible.
But yes, the Viking helmet in the background is actually fucking tough.
Yeah, the idea of the thumbnail, what the fuck, of the graphics are sick, man. But that execution is the most slop ass AI Minabota.
And then the font, that Viking font.
The Viking font goes hard, bro.
You know, if WWE was smart, they would put the War Raiders on this show. They could have a dope entrance, bro.
I think they will, actually. The little thing they had on SmackDown, I think they will.
Against Wepa Truth or Wepa Up.
Yeah, Wepa Up. You gotta get it right.
Wepa Up.
Wepa Up.
Oh, wow. Look at the graphics Triple H posted. That is the most fucking bare bones.
It's a black background and just two PNGs.
Well, the graphics Triple H posted on his Twitter are fucking atrocious, but the ones they actually played on WWE programming are fucking tough.
The idea looks really nice. They just need to fucking
SummerSlam Minabota.
Minabota is goated. you didn't have checks. You didn't have people checking this shit and read Minabota.
Oh, bro.
I'm never gonna let them live that down now. For this whole SummerSlam build and this whole SummerSlam journey we'll be with you guys for, I'm gonna say Minabota now. It's ruined. WWE ruined.
Minneapolis, Minabota.
I don't know. They're a bunch of bloods, man. I didn't know they couldn't say C's.
They can't, bro.
Minabota.
Minneapolis, Minabota. Manager Logan, bro. You didn't respond to the group chat, dude.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
Come on, dude. I sent you my blueberry cheesecake pancakes
for
your request, and you didn't even look. You didn't even look at it. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're supposed to be on these kind of things. This is what we pay you for. Okay, this is also what we cut your salary for. No responses.
No responses, man. What the hell?
Sent him a nice video and everything, dude.
Ghosting us, man. Who do you think you are, Selena Vega?
I know.
The hell, man?
My phone's been on all day. I've been just staring at the group chat, waiting for a response. And I get nothing.
How could you?
I get nothing. This is absolutely ridiculous. Criminal stuff. But yes, the graphics are fucking sick. I can't lie. But Minabota. I guess they move locations
again.
Yeah. Can't believe you, Logan. I can't believe you. Took time out of my day, filmed the whole video. He doesn't even respond.
Crazy.
But, yeah, SummerSlam Minabota. So, WWE Night of Champions from Riyadh. Well, first off, actually, how's everybody doing? Thank you guys for joining us for another edition of the post-show reviews.
I was going to tell you to hit the intro because I didn't know you were about to remember that we didn't hit the intro yet.
Yeah, I was trying to think, and then I was like, this is ridiculous.
Wow,
man,
wait,
Logan. He says, wait, what?
Not even checking his phone. Man.
I've been waiting to see your little
manager.
Yes, I've been waiting to see your little icon popping up. You need to check the group chat, man. I filmed you a special video, dude, and it's been there since 12:03, right at the 12:04, right at the start of Night of Champions.
Exactly, man.
And I've not got your little icon under the video to indicate that you've seen the video. This is ridiculous.
So he's doing more than just listening, man. This was during the show, man. This was at the start of the show.
There's no excuse. This was 4 hours ago.
And I know the match didn't start yet because this is WWE. The match didn't start till like 12:15.
I was halfway done with my blueberry cheesecake pancakes, and Obafemi was still making his entrance.
Literally.
And you had still not responded.
My entrance was finished at like 12:11.
Oh, now he looks.
Wow.
Now he looks at
wow.
it. This is ridiculous.
This is
unbelievable.
This is not okay.
Unbelievable. Well, they were great nonetheless. I've been anticipating them for a couple days now.
Yeah, it's been.
How's everybody doing? Thank you guys for joining us for another edition of your post-show review. This is your WWE Night of Champions Riyadh post-show review. And with that, if this is your first time watching, you guys do not know the show works. Every Monday after Raw, we're on here with Unscripted, and every Friday at 3 p.m. Central, normally, we are on here with the news. And for the pay-per-views for both WWE and AEW, we're live directly after the show goes off the air with the official post-show review. Speaking of which, if you guys did miss yesterday's edition of the news, you guys can now find that on all platforms. That is Spotify, Apple Podcasts. And if you want to see it first, join us right here live every Friday, normally at 3 p.m. Central for the news, man. And then obviously we're on here today, and we will be on here again tomorrow with the AEW New Japan CMLL and Stardom presenting Forbidden Door. With that being said, if this is your first time watching and you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official NHP merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Links at the top of the description of this very video, where you can find the slept on since 2020 design, as well as all the other OG designs live on there as we speak, man. Again, that is bonfire.com. Links at the top of the description of this very video. And if this is your first time watching and you do not know who we are here at NHP, I am Johnny, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. Sir K, go ahead and let the people know what it is you are smiling about today.
You know, man, they shocked me, man. They did good decisions tonight. And you know what? That's definitely the only reason why I'm smiling here for you guys today, man. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Overall, got up, watched Night of Champions. For as much as, you know, the matches themselves fucking dragged to hell, they did good decisions tonight, which is very good to see, man. I'm having a good day so far, man. I'm having a good day, man. I'm intrigued for tomorrow. We got Forbidden Door, and we got Monday, man. So, very fun weekend still ahead of us, man. So I'm doing good. Like Durante always asks, how's life? How's the family? Life's good. Family's good. How is everybody doing in the live chat? How's it doing watching the replay? What about you, bro? How are you doing?
I'm doing very good. Man. So far, enjoying the weekend. And just chilling out, man. Just chilling out. Yeah, nothing too much. I don't think any trades or anything big has happened lately, unless I fucking missed something during Night of Champions, but I'm pretty sure yeah, nothing too much. Yeah, nothing too much, but yeah, nothing honestly, nothing really much at all, bro. So yeah, that's pretty much about it, man. Pretty much about it. But doing good. Like I said, enjoyed you know, kind of pretty much enjoyed Night of Champions, I would say. Enjoyed
the decisions.
Yeah, enjoyed a lot of the decisions tonight. Yeah, nothing too much since the last time we talked, man. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. And what about you guys, man? As Durante always asks, I'm good, family's good. What about you, Durante, Logan, Bell? We got my guy Flex in the chat, bro. He's very upset. He says, what's weird is Jade Cargill getting screwed again. When will Triple H answer for his crimes?
That's a good question, man. That's a good question. For Jade, we'll get to it when we talk about the match.
I don't think it's a crime.
Unfortunately for us, I think you'll be very happy with, Jade's direction for probably WrestleMania. Because I think we saw it tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's the plan. And we'll get to it.
Yeah. I don't think it was a crime, man. She Tiffany Stratton might just have her number, man.
And at this point, not winning the U.S. Women's title is probably a good thing at this point. You might as well not.
That's a great point. Yeah, you know what? You might as well put that on somebody like Jade. That is a perfect kind of belt for somebody like her, now that I think about it.
It would have been perfect. But for her case, it would probably be best to not win that thing.
Yeah. For her case, keep losing, fall down the card.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Slowly fade away off of television.
Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, man.
I think it is.
I actually don't think it is, unfortunately.
I think it is. It's going to happen. But, yes, most of the decisions on the night, though, I was very, very happy with. Some of them a little questionable, but, actually, yeah, a couple of them pretty questionable. But,
no super incredible bad one.
correct.
Jay didn't win, so I'm okay with that. That was the most important thing for me, genuinely.
Yes, yeah, that was the big decision. I thought we were at least gonna be in for a Cody Rhodes retain, and I was just ready to come on here and bury Cody Rhodes. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Bro, still will.
Yeah, just give it about a month. And I'll be right back burying him. But Major Logan says he hates me. He says he hasn't been on Instagram, and the blueberry cheesecake pancakes look great.
Wow.
Major Logan. Well, next time I know, I'm gonna send him directly
To your line.
to your line.
Exactly.
I'm gonna text your number this video, so I could send it to you right now if you want to see him again.
Exactly.
Just let me know. So Night of Champions. Night of Champions opened up with this match, the King of the Ring finals between Obafemi and Jey Uso.
You know, man, if Oba was always the winner, which I guess he was seemingly, why didn't you just do Oba versus Javon Evans for a better match to open the show? I really don't get that, but all right. All right. Yeah, you shared them this time, man? You would share the blueberry pancakes?
Man, I'm going to share them.
He lied.
Actually, no, I'm not going to share them. I got a short stack. I didn't get a full stack this time, bro.
So if it was a full stack, you'd share it?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You shared a full stack before? When?
Yeah. All right, guys. Jey Uso, man. Jey Uso comes out there to the people of Riyadh. They love Jey. They love Jey, man.
They love Jey, man. They love Jey. Jey loves it. He's out there fucking flailing his arms hard as shit. No wonder he's gassed so fast, man. And yeah, he ran it back too.
Oh, dude, he ran it back and everything, man. He ran it back and everything. The people of Riyadh, man, they love Jey. Obafemi came out to a pretty big reaction, as you can imagine. This match started, and all I could think to myself was like, why is this fucking match happening? Like, you genuinely, like, it genuinely, like, was such a pain in your ass to give us Javon Evans versus Obafemi in the finals to this. Like, Jey Uso, you gave us Jey Uso versus Obafemi as a match on pay-per-view. Very wild, I must say. However, holy shit, Jey Uso so bad.
He sucks, dude.
Like,
he is god awful.
Oh my god. Like, during this whole match, other than, like, I promise you guys, I genuinely think I'd seen him whip out like 4 moves, bro. 4.
Dead ass, bro. It was exhausted super kick, exhausted splash, exhausted fucking what else does he do? Spear. And does he have a 4th move?
Little dance move.
The little dance. Yeah, that horrible ass move. He did that exhausted. Dude is gassed at the start of the match. Obviously, this is fucking Jey Uso, and dude can't work, bro. Dude cannot work. He belongs in the tag team setting, man. And please tell me to never put him in another big world title shot again. For the love of God. But they will.
Seriously, it's honestly so bad. It really is. Again, I'm watching this guy in the ring, like I said, do 4 moves. He can barely keep his balance. He's breathing like hard. Like, Keith Lee had better stamina in the fucking ring than him. Mm-hmm. And at least Keith Lee on the main roster, that boy was getting gassed.
He
Okay,
was.
quick. I mean, it is like, geez, and again, like, if you want to talk about Obafemi, bro, Obafemi, at least in his NXT days, has been called out a lot for not really having a good gas tank. He doesn't even look bad compared to Jey Uso. I mean, Jey Uso genuinely make anybody look like they got like a full gas tank, bro. Because
all time,
man, by the time this dude gets out there, like I said, the match starts. He's breathing heavy. He's fucking stumbling around. He can't keep his balance to save his life, and then all he gives you is 4 moves. Like,
brother, you're not special.
Man.
You suck. It's not even like they're 4 incredible, insane moves. It's a bad spear, a bad super kick, bad splash, and a little dance move that he slaps them after. Horrible moveset.
Genuinely one of the most dog shit movesets you could ever fucking possibly fathom. But I don't know. This is the guy that they think's better. This is the guy that they think's better in the ring than LA Knight.
Actually,
that.
It's also with the YouTube, or not the TikTok comments thing, man. I got one of my posts that said, LA Knight is worse than Jey Uso in the ring.
My dick.
I don't know
my fucking dick.
They're watching, man. LA Knight is one of your most consistently good guys in the ring on your pay-per-views, and Jey Uso is one of the most consistently bad guys in your ring. So I don't know what that moron.
He's so ass, dog.
Dude,
he's so ass.
He's
bro.
Genuinely, unironically, one of the worst in-ring wrestlers I've ever watched in my life. He compares to the Eva Marie's, to the early Maxine Dupree's. He is that bad in the singles capacity in the ring. Now you put him in a tag match, he's actually really fucking good. But in a singles capacity, atrocious, horrible, disgustingly bad. A slap in the face.
I'm trying to think. Who would I compare Jey Uso to in the ring?
A drunk sailor? Something like that.
Maybe like... No.
Maybe a Brie Bella?
Nah, I wouldn't say he's any of those, like, diva bad. I would say he's maybe like a worse. He's maybe like a worse. He's maybe like a worse Trick Williams. And what I mean by that, a lot worse, actually. Trick, if he's in the ring with somebody really good, he can have a really good match. But 9 times out of 10, they have like 3 moves, and they rely heavily off like
the crowd
like, and like
much
antics. Like, yeah, it's weird with Jey, because like we've seen things with Jey before where like you put him in the ring with Seth Rollins and the dude can actually have a really fucking good match. And again, we see him in a tag team capacity where he's a fucking god, and I don't understand
I don't get it.
But it's like we've seen him in matches before with guys where it's like he's capable of being brought to a good match, but it's like, man, if they're in there and they're like the more experienced of the 2 guys, the match sucks. Mm-hmm. The match is fucking terrible. Which like with Trick, I would say I think Trick has like maybe a couple more moves, but like he relies heavily on like the big moves and like the yachty antics. With Jay's version would kind of be the crowd. I think Trick is more serviceable than Jay, obviously, which is fucking wild. I think in a singles capacity, I would trust throwing Trick out there a little bit more. But
for me, the only killer with Trick is how similar all his moves are. Like, he executes all of them very well, but they're all like variations of a kick.
And Trick has a better gas tank.
And he has a better gas tank, and he executes them well. For me with Trick, it's like it's a big boot, then it's a spinning kick, and then it's a pump kick. Like, it's just kicks. You know what I mean? And he executes them well. But it's just essentially the same move over and over again, man. And that's my killer. Like, half the time, you can't even, like, tell off an instant glance if he hit his finisher or just hit one of his normal kick moves. And you don't really want that. That's my big killer for him. And again, if he's in there with, certain people probably tonight, it wasn't that much of a good match. But if you put Trick in there with like a Sami Zayn, it's going to be a good match.
Correct. But yeah, Jay, yeah, he's really bad in the ring. Again, I don't know. I don't know how like they actually think he's like a serviceable singles wrestler. Like, dude, he's so fucking ass, dog. Like, it's actually quite terrible. You know who Jay kind of reminds me of a little bit? Funny enough, Solo Sikoa. Couple moves, can't really do shit unless there's
antics involved.
Yeah, can't really do shit unless they got like a ring general. Because again, like with Solo, like Solo's been in the ring with Cody, and we've seen Solo put on like a very fucking good match before. But again, 9 times out of 10, Solo Sikoa's in there, and it's like he like it's just he kind of looks a little bit like a scrub, bro. Like
a little bit.
He's one of Jay's just one of those guys. Again, there honestly there's no really like too like
big
crazy comparisons because like nobody's really as bad as Jay. But like
Solo's definitely better than Jay, I think, in a singles capacity. But like,
which is crazy to say. But at this point, yes,
Solo isn't all that special, and I think also what WWE kind of turned Solo into kind of screwed him over. I really, missed that NXT pre-WWE style of Solo Sikoa. I really wish they committed to the street champ and, Solo being Solo. I wish, but they didn't. And, yeah, man, he is... Man, Jey Uso is such an enigma, man, that no one is as bad as he is, which is crazy, man.
Yeah, I'm like trying to think of somebody who I can really compare Jey Uso to in like in a singles capacity, but it's like he's really like a
Karrion Kross, maybe. Does like 2-3 big moves. Pretty kind of sucks in the ring.
Yeah, Kross really had no bag.
Kross had no bag to reach into. What's up, Gotti? How you doing? But Kross had. I like Kross. What's up, man? What's up, Hunk? But man, he just had no bag to reach into, and I liked the guy. I really did, but he had no bag to reach into, man. You know them little sacks that you can like fucking tie up, and that's like this big. That was his bag. It was that small, man.
The hobo sack.
Yeah, it was a little hobo sack. It was not. It was, man. So maybe like a Karrion Kross I could compare him to.
Yeah. Jay is Jay.
Ooh,
Jack Swagger's a good one.
But with a good cat. That is true too. That is true.
Come on, bro. Jack Swagger at We the People.
I don't know if you want to use that catchphrase nowadays.
I'm fucking with We the People, bro. The real Americans were over as fuck, just like Yeet was. Oh, that's a great comparison, actually.
It was over, then it wasn't over because they overdid it. Bro kind of sucked in the ring. Look at that,
Jack Swagger had no fucking bag, bro.
He was god-awful.
Man.
Now he hates Tony Khan.
No, fuck you, Tony Khan, says Jack Swagger. Jesus. But yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. Jey Uso really is. He really is a hybrid. He really is like he's like once in a genre. John Cena called Brock Lesnar once in a genre. Jey Uso's once in a genre. You don't find many in-ring performers like Jey Uso, man. You know what I mean? And also too, I swear, I think it every time, and all you Young Bucks haters can fuck off. Every time I see Jey Uso throwing all those super kicks, all I think about is the years and years and years I've had being a fucking Bucks diehard fan. They've been my GOAT tag team for like fucking 10 years now. And bro, every single time I see him doing super kick after super kick after super kick, it reminds me of all the slack that I've had to fucking sit through when all anybody brings up to me when I tell them the Bucks are my GOAT tag team. Oh, all they do is super kicks. And then they say, and then their follow-up to that is the Usos are a better tag team.
Every time.
You can't fucking hate on the Young Bucks and love the Usos. You can't, because I'm
so similar.
And in a singles capacity, as a tag team, I'm sorry, I'm taking the Bucks over.
Respectfully.
And the Usos are my second favorite tag team.
Yeah, I really do love the Usos.
And let's talk about a singles capacity. Bro, I would take the Bucks any day of the week over Jimmy and Jay in the ring. And no slack on them. But bro, do you know how many years, you guys gotta understand, you know how many years I sat through Young Bucks slander? Slander,
man. Slander, man. And like, hey, everyone says that Nick is the greatest singles wrestler that never was, man. What the fucking dog doing? The dog wrestles his fucking ass off is what he does, man. Those two are dogs. In that ring, tag team, singles, fucking trios, fucking super fucking 8-man, 10-man tags. They're the fucking best people in the match every time. Every time. And it's like, don't disrespect my Young Bucks, bro. Especially, and I love the Usos. You can't dislike the Young Bucks, but like the Usos. And even vice versa. If you're a fucking AEW mark and you love the Young Bucks, you have to at least like the Usos. You have to, because it's like the same style, just a little more enhanced in different ways, man.
No Gotti, bro, because you don't understand, dog. I done sat through years. I'm telling you, especially in like 2018,
it was bad,
like 2017,
man.
18, and 19, like when AEW was like getting all the slander and everybody's like, oh, they're a t-shirt company. They ain't gonna be shit. They're gonna die. And I was sitting here fucking riding or dying with the Bucks, bro. The amount of slander I had to sit through, and people would fucking tell me constantly how the Bucks suck. They're the most overrated tag team in the history of wrestling. Both of them can't wrestle. All they do is throw super kicks. And then again, these people would follow it up with the Usos are better. Motherfucker, the fucking Usos do the same shit.
Like,
they do the same shit, bro.
Like, if you say you hate the Young Bucks, but then you're like, okay, my favorite's FTR. Okay, you know what? That's a different style.
Yes,
I could respect that. That's a different style. The Usos have the overall same. It's the same template for both of the tag teams, bro. It's the same template. You can't like the one and hate the other. You can't.
It doesn't make sense, bro.
It
doesn't make sense, dog. It really doesn't make any fucking sense. And again, every time I see this, just singles, the worst singles wrestler that ever was, Jey Uso, out there, I just think to myself, all these fucking super kicks and all the shit that I had to sit through, and he's sitting here throwing all these super kicks.
It's one of his 3 moves, one of his 4 moves.
God. But, I don't know, man. I don't know. It irks me. It really does. But Jey Uso, the match starts with Obafemi offense, heavy Oba offense, and then we get Jey Uso fighting from behind.
Oh.
He's rallying.
He's rallying, man. He's missing super kicks.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Big time.
He's hitting the back shoulder blade for his super kick instead of the back of the head. He sucks, dude. He's Oba's dead ass sitting there. Jay goes for super kick, lands like barely the heel of his foot on his shoulder blade, and Oba's got to sell that shit, man. What the fuck?
There was another part where Jay had countered something. Jay had countered something, landed on his feet, and then just stumbled back and fell into the corner.
Yes, bro.
What is he doing,
sucks,
bro?
Dude.
Where's your balance, bro? Jeez. Man. So Jay is fighting from behind. Obafemi then gets back on offense. He then goes for a fall from grace. He lifts Jay up, and Jay, this was another point in the match, Jay lands on his feet, falls on his ass, gets up, and then, again, like Sir K just said, he super kicks Obafemi in the fucking shoulder blade. And he then gets Obafemi in a sleeper hold. Okay? He gets Oba in a sleeper hold, and they're sitting there for a minute. And then Oba's eyes get real big, and he taps the mat 3 times, which I don't know if you've seen Bronson Reed's tweet, bro. Bronson Reed says it was a tap.
So did Jay now. Jay posted on his Instagram story. He tapped. so, whatever. But he was obviously rallying. He's got to rally.
Why did we have to do that? Now this guy's never gonna shut the fuck up about it. Obafemi gets up, hits Jay with that little floating back body drop that he does. He then hits him with a fall from grace and packs up Jay Uso, and wins the King of the Ring tournament. Again, Gotti, I see what you're saying.
I do.
I do. I think that Javon and Oba would have been maybe a better way to showcase your future, but I definitely see what you're getting at. I think I will say what kept me more interested in this match was the fact that Jay Uso was in there, and the fact that they use Jay all the fucking time now as the nail biter guy, because like everybody always is on guard about WWE having Jay Uso win anything. So
exactly.
It's kind of like how Vince used to use Roman. Like he would always have him as the last guy in the Rumble because he always knew that it
could always be him.
Yes. So I get what you're saying.
I definitely get what you're saying. I still probably would have took Javon just for the quality of match itself, and just to like
the quality of match here was terrible.
It was horrible, and just to like showcase the future, man. If I would have put Javon in here, I maybe would have teased Brock a little more, just to have like people in the heads of, Brock's just gonna fucking attack and screw over Oba. I think that's where you could put the tension in, really. But overall, man, fucking Jey Uso sucks, dude, man. This dude is absolutely abysmal in this ring. And he did add, the level of what if this fucking bum wins? I'm scared. So I do get what you mean, man. I do get what you mean.
For sure. So yeah, Obafemi wins, and it seems as if his options are Roman Reigns or Sami Zayn.
Crazy. Interesting.
Yeah, so we will see. We will see what happens. We will see what happens to the King of the Ring decision. But yeah, Obafemi wins. Again, very glad that Oba won here. And yeah, it was. I'm very glad it went that way, because this could have went very wrong, and this could have went very wrong and ruined a lot of SummerSlam had they had fucking Jey Uso be King of the Ring. But yeah, glad that it happened. Again, there was always just that idea in my head that was just like,
it's too stupid.
It's too stupid to predict that Jey Uso would win here. Again, I compared it to the amount of momentum that Shinsuke Nakamura had in 2018, losing to a guy like Jinder Mahal. That to me is what this would have been. Here, had Jey Uso won this genuinely would have been Jinder Mahal beating Shinsuke Nakamura, bro. I mean, to a T.
Oh, yeah, to a T on that same level, man. I'm very glad they made the right decision. There's a lot of options. I would overall want the Roman option. I feel like something weird is going to happen, man. I feel like something might happen where Brock might get involved and maybe take the title from Sami, or Cody might get the title back, and I don't know, and I still feel like they want to do Seth and Roman. It's very interesting. Hopefully Monday will kind of clear up the path at least a little bit, man. But either way, man, I'm very happy that Oba won the King of the Ring, man. It's truly what I wanted for Obafemi.
For sure. And now the Queen of the Ring, Liv Morgan versus Io Sky. Again, the first hour was free, and this is what you put on it. Like, aren't these the finalists to your tournaments? Shouldn't this be what you want people to like pay for to see? Like, hey, sign up for ESPN if you want to see who wins the King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring tournaments.
And like, if you want to start people on the show and hook them to watch the rest of the show and watch, buy for the King of the Ring winners, for the tournament winners, if you were going to do that shocking moment in the main event anyway, have that open the show, have that shock people and be like, oh my god, they just opened with fucking Sami Zayn and win the title. I gotta buy this. I gotta see what they're gonna do in that main event. which should have probably been Oba and Jay. I know on paper that sounds crazy, but like even with the world title on the show, I still think King of the Ring should close the show, in my opinion. And just putting both of the matches at the start of the show, genuinely, if you're a casual viewer, you basically got the whole point of the pay-per-view for free. I don't know why you would really watch, especially what the rest of the show really had to offer besides that main event. What do you want? You're watching two fucking U.S. title matches for no reason. And, Seth and Braun, they're good. They have a good track record. But, like, is it really truly worth it if you're really going for that? I don't know, man. They think they kind of sold. They did the match order all wrong with this pay-per-view.
Yeah, and especially because, like, if you're like a casual viewer, or if you're somebody who kind of is like a regular watcher, but you're not like a hardcore watcher, like the only other thing that I feel like the casual to like regularly, periodically viewing people would be interested in is Cody, Sami, Gunther. And I feel like everybody kind of had their mind made up like, oh, Cody's just going to win. So like, there's no point. They're like, there would be no point in buying the show anymore. Cause like, I feel like the only other thing that those people would show up for is these tournament matches.
Exactly. I would have started with the world title match, have the shocking Sami win. Next, I probably would have done the Braun and Seth match because that's a match that most people want to see. And then save the real buy for the pay-per-view is the two tournament winners at the end of the show. That's what I would have done if I would have organized the show better.
Mm-hmm. No, for sure. For sure. But your second match, the Queen of the Ring final, opens with Danhausen.
That theme song, bro. That genuinely might be the most anger-inducing theme song I've ever heard in my life. Like, if you want to, like, make me mad and point me in a direction, put that song in my head. I hate that fucking song. It's so fucking spooky, scary, fucking Hotel Transylvania-ass theme song, bro. It's horrible. I hate it. I hate him.
Well, he's a 1960s vampire after all.
He did shock, Miz, Kit Wilson, and Matt Cardona, where Matt Cardona is slowly morphing into Zack Ryder. And what else did they do? We got Frankenhausen, or Franken-Miz. You fucking with Franken-Miz?
I'm not fucking with Franken-Miz.
What?
I'm not fucking with.
But he's like Frankenstein. He's just saying one word. Awesome. It's like Frankenstein, dude.
I'm not messing with Franken-Miz. I'm not messing with Franken-Wilson. I'm not messing with Franken-Ryder. Dude, speaking of pretenders, fucking Matt Cardona, he's basically SmackDown's version of Rusev.
Essentially.
I mean,
fake-ass demon.
Fake fucking demon. Oh, I'm going to go back to WWE, and my creative's got to be right. I'm going back for a world title. And guess what you're doing? The same mediocre bullshit you were doing before they fucking fired you.
Literally, he's a fake. He's in the same boat as Rusev, a fake ass demon, an all talk, no show ass motherfucker. He just talks.
Fake demons, bro.
Fake ass demons.
Fake ass demons. Danhausen comes out, and he said this is his first time in Riyadhausen. Then Liv Morgan comes out, and she tells Danhausen, you owe the Judgment Day a lot of money.
Human monies.
And Danhausen says he doesn't know anything about any human monies. He tells Liv Morgan, you are cursed.
Oh, fuck. She's cursed.
We are fucked every time Danhausen comes on our television screens.
We got Bloodline lore, Judgment Day lore, and now cursed lore.
And soon we're going to be getting Shield lore. Holy fucking hell.
Then, dude, we're going to get more Cody and Randy lore. And then some Punk and Cody lore.
Yippee-ki-yay.
There's a whole lot of lore, man. Holy shit.
This is terrible.
This is horrible lore. I don't want any of this lore.
None of it.
Can I get some Oba and Javon lore from NXT?
Seriously.
Please. God.
Golly. During the match, Io Sky jams her knee The match honestly started off very slow.
Yeah. Just Liv Morgan. What do you expect?
Things didn't kind of really pick up until Io jammed her knee, and Liv Morgan then secures her newly found submission, the half crab. Io then goes to like jump off the second rope. Why you would do that with a hurt knee is just stupid. She jumps off the rope, and her knee buckles again. And at this point, she's genuinely walking around the ring like she just got shot.
Oh, dude.
Like, legitimately, she's like dragging her foot as if it's like hanging on by like a tiny piece of flesh. Like, geez, bro.
She's dead ass telling that shit like Spider-Man and fucking Amazing Spider-Man 2 when he got shot in the leg and he's fucking trying to limp and he's fucking webbing up the gunshot wound and shit. And the best part is she did the most like perfect backflip and landed so perfectly on those steel steps. But then you could tell she landed so perfectly and then just jumped off and started selling her leg that was not buckled at all. I'm like, bro, what are you selling? You landed perfectly.
Literally, bro.
And then it gets better at the very end because you'll just ask yourself, what was the point of all this selling?
Oh, it gets
so much better
at the end. So afterwards, Io is able to get Liv Morgan down in the over the moonsault position. She then takes her foot, puts it on Liv Morgan's stomach, jumps right over her, runs to the fucking corner of the ring, and does a picture-perfect moonsault as if she hasn't been selling her leg like it just got damn near fucking amputated 2 minutes prior to this.
Golden, dude. Just fucking in a blink of an eye starts booking it and just hits the move perfectly.
I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? She just like jumped right over her and ran to the corner of the ring. I'm like, okay.
Did the little double bounce all perfectly and fucking did the flip, dude. What was the point of selling that fucking injured leg? What was the point of that?
So Liv Morgan can use her newly found submission, the half crab.
The half crab.
That she used to defeat Charlotte Flair with.
Brother.
After the Be Fabulous group took out Charlotte's knee.
For some reason. Still don't know why they did that, but they did that.
Afterwards, Liv Morgan is sitting there after she got cursed. And Io is asked about her Queen of the Ring victory. She says she is Queen of the Ring and she's going to SummerSlam. She looks over at Liv Morgan and she says, "I'll see you there." And it is confirmed for SummerSlam, Io Sky versus Liv Morgan.
So WWE basically turned the Queen of the Ring into an eliminator match for SummerSlam. That's literally what they did. This was just an eliminator match.
Why the fuck didn't you give us Roxanne versus Io in the final, or Bailey Io, or Lyra Io, or Sol Ruka and Io? Hell, Charlotte Flair and Io. Like, there's so many people that were in the tournament that could have because Io could have just choose this match anyway.
Yeah, I think that was the goal. But why? Don't you do this whole workaround? And you really don't have nothing on the SmackDown side. If your goal is just Io versus Liv, you could probably just set that up pretty generically and maybe have this winner go for SmackDown. Anything you could have done better. You basically completely wasted your Queen of the Ring for no reason. And first of all, a match that wasn't even that special tonight, that won't be that special probably at SummerSlam. I don't get that. I really don't get it.
I can't wrap my head around it either. I genuinely can't wrap my head around again. Why put Morgan in here? Why put Morgan in here if the finals of this was just going to be her and Io, which you were going to run right back at SummerSlam? Makes no sense. It absolutely makes no sense to me, man. And I
don't know, another crazy statistic. SummerSlam will be the first title defense in Liv's run.
Oh. Really?
Yes, that'll be the first title defense in her run. Is at fucking SummerSlam. She won it at Mania. Brother, this is what we're doing, man. I'm glad. Fucking Liv didn't win the Queen of the Ring and didn't like face Rhea and shit. But even then, like, what was the purpose to any of the Queen of the Ring stuff this year?
Bro, Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, Chelsea Green, Sol Ruka, Lyra, Charlotte, Jade,
You could take out to Jade, bro.
Kiana Jones, JC Jane, Raquel, Bailey, Lash, Julia, Io, Roxanne. You couldn't have come up with any of them to be in the finals with Io Sky. Because again, if you were just gonna do Liv and Io anyway, then just have Io fit. Like, what was the fucking point of putting Liv Morgan in here?
It was so pointless. You wasted all that whole bracket for no reason.
Stupid. Absolutely stupid, man. I don't, again, I just, like, and again, too, the other thing, hell, I could see if you did this because, you know that Liv Morgan and Io Sky are going to give you an absolute fucking classic every time they step in the ring together. These are like the most good but not great matches ever.
These are the most, like, okay, that was fine match ever. These aren't like insanely great matches here. They're not.
Again, I don't know who they like. I don't, and again, I do like Liv Morgan. I really do. I'm not saying she's bad at all, but like, I don't know. WWE seems to think she's just like this woman that you could like put her in anything and she's just gonna give you a fucking banger. Like, I'm sorry, that's not the case.
No, it's really not.
And she's not bad. She's actually very good. But like, who do they think she is?
She's not fucking Will Ospreay out here, bro. She's not.
Man. I don't get it. I don't get it. And again, all the women in that tournament, that could have used making it to a finals, just for you to turn around, give us a final between Liv and Io, just to then turn around and give us the same fucking match again at SummerSlam. Come on now. What are we talking about here, bro? Like, who comes up with some dumbass decision like that?
I don't get it, bro. I really don't.
Yeah, so we're getting it again at SummerSlam. Who wins? Maybe Io, maybe the Judgment Day finally turn on Liv Morgan 2 years after she joined the group or took Dom or
whatever. However, I don't even remember at this point.
Yeah,
there's so much Judgment Day lore.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe the other two, maybe the other two girls are gonna turn on Liv. I don't know, but again, just if you wanted to do Liv and Io so bad, whatever. But why did you have to give us this in the finals to this tournament again, just to turn around and give us it again in about a month at SummerSlam?
I don't get it. I really don't understand.
Unless, Kevin says, what's up, Kevin?
How you doing?
He says, unless we get a triple threat, Io versus Liv versus Stephanie.
I'll take that.
I could see that.
I think that would make the match better.
I think that'll definitely make the match better. So that's probably your best case scenario. And then maybe, Liv is going to want the other two to help because she's going to be outnumbered, and then maybe they turn then because
I could see that.
They're really kind of building up this Judgment Day tension before. Again, that doesn't say much. They always build up Judgment Day tension, but like they're really gassing it up. So
I think that is going to pop off at SummerSlam for the women in the Judgment Day, but we'll see, man. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. So that was it for your free hour of ESPN. Your free hour on ESPN. And now moving on to the part of the pay-per-view you had to pay for, Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker.
Very slow start to this match, man.
It did have a bit of a slow start. Rollins before the match started, he was bringing a bunch of weapons into the cage.
Bunch of weapons.
This guy Gotti, bro. What are you working on, bro? You need to get back to work.
Exactly.
What are you doing, bro? Come on, bro.
Come on, man.
This guy's getting fucking paid to watch us right now. This guy's
No
on the
better
clock
job.
watching us, dude. What is this guy doing? Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, man.
Unbelievable. This guy's horsing around at the job, bro. Who would do that?
I would never, ever do that, man. Never. Not me.
Exactly. So, Rollins bringing all the weapons into the cage, man. They were using chairs. Shield chairs.
Shield chairs.
They were using shield trash cans. What else was there? Shield tables were there.
Sticks.
Shield kendo sticks were there. Yeah, a lot of shield stuff.
The shield cage they were around.
Yes, the shield cage inside of the shield ring.
Mm-hmm.
So very, very, shield lore. You know what I mean? So Braun got superplexed off the top of the cage onto a table.
Damn.
It's pretty rough. Man. Braun would then try regaining, or what the fuck? Braun would regain offense and tried to escape from the cage. Rollins then got him in a chokehold. Rollins got him in a chokehold and was screaming at him to show me who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And so what Braun did was he grabbed the door to the cage and he swung it back on Rollins' head. He then went for a spear and missed and completely sent himself through the table that was propped up in the corner. Rollins then hit a pedigree and a curb stomp for a near fall. That was actually a very, very good near fall. Crowd popped huge for that one. And these guys were on the ground. And I don't know. This is the thing. This is the thing that kind of makes me think that this is done.
They really were like treating this match like it was the final to all this shit, man. Which, like, if Seth isn't facing Roman at SummerSlam and this is done, what the fuck does he do? What on earth could you do with Seth Rollins? Like, that's why, like, I think the two paths for Seth are either Roman at SummerSlam or Vision multi-man shit, maybe. Or maybe Reed comes back and he faces Reed at SummerSlam, but, like, it's just the same thing, essentially, you know?
What about the pressure?
He could face the pressure, Austin Theory. You know, he finally realized the pressure of being a WWE superstar, man. Finally. But, I don't know, man, because at the same time, they're also essentially building up all that Chad Gable shit for the Vision. So, like, what are you doing? Who's the goal for any of these people? I really don't know, man. And, like, oh yeah, bro. If the Vision don't face Seth and then the Street Profits, they're gonna face like Otis and Gable and them, which is, man, why? What are you guys doing with Gable?
Yeah, no kidding. So the ending sequence of this match, these two are in the ring and they're having like a standoff with each other. Again, like this is like this is it. And Rollins goes to stomp Braun, and Braun kind of puts his hands up, tells Rollins, not to do it or whatever. He then starts hulking himself up, and then he, does the little breaker thing that he does, and then Rollins climbs up the ropes and gives him an avalanche curb stomp for the win. If this is the end, I fear I may have been right about Rollins beating Braun now, but Triple H is going to revisit this in a couple years, and, they're going to have history, and Braun's still going to have the chip on the shoulder because he was never able to,
beat him,
put Rollins down for good or whatever. I fear that may be the case here. I really do.
I could definitely see that being the case. I think they want to keep this in their pocket for the next time that that Seth Rollins is like for the 15th time World Heavyweight Champion, and I could see them doing something with that down the road. I really could. I think they are going to keep this in their pocket for the future, man. And I think that's why technically like they go off with Seth winning the feud, essentially, man. So seemingly this is behind both of them, and what Seth does, either Roman Reigns or fucking fuck all, I guess. Who knows, man? Who knows? Hopefully, we'll get more of a direction on Monday, man. But for right now, really don't know what the direction for them for both of these guys at SummerSlam is.
Maybe he'll dip into the luchador circle.
Oh, brother.
Maybe he'll start hanging out with the LWO.
Oh, God, I wouldn't doubt it.
We're going to see Seth Rollins posted up with Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio next week. Yeah. This was that. Yeah, I thought I thought the match was very good. For me, I would probably say it was the match of the night. And
I would.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much. I thought they delivered. And yeah, so that was that. That was that. And again, if this is the end, then what they do with each party on each show, God, I have absolutely no fucking idea. I have no idea what. I'm assuming the Vision is just going to be feuding with the Street Profits, and then like Rollins. No idea. Absolutely no idea what to do with Seth Rollins.
If he doesn't face Roman, I have no clue what you're doing with him. No clue on earth.
Yeah. So, so that was that for the steel cage match. And moving on, we got a word from our sponsor here at NHP. We have a word from none other than W Energy, man. W is an energy drink loaded with vitamins and nootropics formulated to improve focus without getting the jitters. W is a clean formula, sugar-free, 0-calorie, free from fillers and artificial colorings with 150 milligrams of caffeine per serving. You can get your W products today with the link below and code NHP at checkout to save yourselves 10% on your next W purchase.
Truly always gotta shout out W, man. With a workout, whatever you may need the energy for, man. It's gonna be a late one tomorrow for Forbidden Door. Always we'll probably be live at about midnight, so if you want to be up to watch the show and be up with us to review the show, man, there's nothing better than W, man. It'll keep you up, keep you focused, you won't have the jitters, and it'll taste good all at the same time. Truly always gotta shout out W.
Yes sir, thank you, and shout out as always to the wonderful people over at W, the official sponsor of what we do here at NHP.
That's what we do. How you know?
Gotti says he's not a fan of Braun losing the feud. Honestly, man, to be honest, I'm not either. But
No.
again, I
expected it.
I did, and I just really have a feeling Triple H is gonna do the thing in a couple of years. They're gonna come back to this, and then
It's gonna be like, yeah, I never got to fully. You're
never put you down.
You're the demon in my head. I thought about you since, and it's gonna be that whole rigmarole.
Every day I thought about you.
What you think about every day, every part of the day? That's a little questionable, dog. But I feel like that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna keep it in their pocket for their next interaction, like a year and a half, fucking 13 years, knowing Triple H. It's gonna be fucking Mania 45, or not 45, 55.
So, the next match on the show, honestly, to me, man, this is where the show really took a dip.
This is where it was dragging ass, dude.
Dragging straight ass, dog. Trick Williams versus Ricky Saints. I will say for the London audience chanting "Who are you?" at Ricky Saints, the Saudi audience, I guess they were more receptive to him. They were pretty electric during his entrance.
That's good to see, man. This is a very unfortunate match to me because it's two guys I actually do like individually. I just think that especially Ricky Starks just got set up to Ricky Saints got set up for failure. Got set up for failure on SmackDown so far, man. He showed up to SmackDown, had a job to Cody Rhodes, and now he's kind of just floating around. And I really think they really fucked up with the start of Ricky Starks on SmackDown, man. Or Ricky on SmackDown, man. They really fucked it up, man. And that's what I really think, like, the not care factor here comes from. Like, no matter what, the match wasn't going to be nothing too crazy, man. I expected that, if we're being honest, with these two guys facing each other. But, like, they really screwed over Ricky's momentum.
100%. 100% they did, bro. Ricky, again, was, for the most part, fucked up as soon as, as soon as he debuts on SmackDown night 1, has a promo with Cody. Cody big leagues his boy and then fucking buries him. And again, it's like, bury is a strong word, and maybe that's not the correct word to use, but it's like he loses to Cody night 1 after he done talked all his shit just for Gunther to attack Cody after the match. Why you couldn't have had Gunther attack Cody during the match to protect Ricky on day 1? I think immediately, like, in the eyes of like a lot of your viewers, it just kind of made everybody not really look at Ricky as like a legitimate guy, because why would anybody? You just talked all this shit and then you just get packed up by Cody Rhodes. And then it's like, where do you go from there? You already faced a WWE champion. It's the same thing they did with Carmelo Hayes after WrestleMania 40. He debuts, has a promo with Cody, loses to Cody in the main event, and then afterwards they don't know what to do with him.
No, exactly. They really don't know what to do with him, and he's probably just going to float around the same scene and just probably still losing in the same scene for a while after this, too.
Ricky Starks missed the Revolution DDT. Well, he actually hit the Revolution DDT.
Mm-hmm.
Trick would regain some offense, and he would hit the that little float over Uranagi move. I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's like named after Booker T's.
Shit, I forgot, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that little float over Uranagi that he does. He hit that, and then Ricky would get back on the offense, and he would go to hit him with the Revolution DDT again. And Trick dodged it, hit the ropes twice, and hit the trick shot. And retained against Ricky Starks in a match that was just utterly just not impressive. Kevin, you're right.
I think you're right, man.
Yeah, Triple H is right. Triple H is right. What did he say? He says, fans just lose perspective that, everything WWE does, it's just fun, man.
Dude, it's just fun. We have a little bit for everybody. It's just entertainment.
Exactly.
And we just got to turn our brains off and watch what Triple H produces, because that's the only way you can enjoy truly what he produces is turning your brain off.
Yeah. And also, in the words of Triple H, WWE is on fire right now.
Fire right now, man. On fire. I don't know where the fire is, man.
If this is a fucking fire, this is a fire that needs to be put out.
Immediately.
This is a dumpster fire.
Exactly. It's a fire in a dumpster, man. Where is the fire extinguisher? Please hand it to me. I will save you guys.
Jeez.
Fire extinguisher is a pen.
Afterwards, bro, they have Lil Yachty hit a people's elbow on Ricky Saints. Michael Cole, I had to pull this back up. Michael Cole, because I needed to get it right. Michael Cole says, flex up, stretch out, big bands, whoa.
Michael Cole. First of all, another random comment. The audio
oh my God,
was
dude.
horrible for commentary for most of the night, especially at the start of the show. It dead ass sounded like Michael Cole was talking us through a tin can. That shit sounded abysmal, man. That shit sounded like the radio station in Fallout, man. That shit was straight ass audio, man. Horrible audio, bro. And then, who fucking taught you that, Michael Cole? Don't say that. Who taught you that? What the fuck?
Flex up, stretch out, big bands, whoa.
Big bands. What the fuck?
And this is all being done to a guy that you expect, like, anybody to care about. And, like...
Lil Yachty just fucking hit an elbow drop on him.
Literally. And, like, people... and, like, you see people on social media, like, oh... Like, why is this happening to Ricky? How could they chant, who are you at Ricky? It's because of shit like this. It's not Ricky's fault.
No.
This is how you're booking him. This is how you're booking a guy that I done fucking watched in a strap match against Bryan Danielson put on an absolute fucking classic.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is the guy that you're like for this. You might as well just stayed in AEW.
Yeah, like, and that's the thing, like, and that's the thing that fucks me up about, like, two people in particular, when it's Ricky and it's Ethan Page. Those are two guys that dead ass, to me, are Tony Khan fumbles, because
Yes.
those two guys care about AEW when they were in the
Yes.
company. They worked their ass off, and they just wanted to have that reciprocated in their booking, and they didn't, so they left. Those two guys deserve, respectively, to have great things to be booked for them in WWE, and both of them are kind of just underbooked so far already. And it's like, dude, this dude had amazing promos where he was fucking saying how much he worked his ass off in AEW, and he just wants to get, that love shown back, and he has to leave because it wasn't shown back. He comes here and he's got to fucking take an elbow drop to Lil Yachty, bro. What the fuck are you doing, bro? Don't do that. Don't do that to him. Do that shit to Miro. Do that shit to Matt Cardona. Those schmucks deserve it. Ricky don't deserve that shit, bro. He don't.
No, he doesn't. I don't know, man. This is the kind of shit. This is the kind of shit with call ups. This is the kind of shit with people that are, get called up. This is the kind of shit that people. This is the shit that pisses me off about. Again, these newly fresh called up people. This is the thing that pissed me off about these people that have been on the SmackDown roster for a long time. This is what pissed me off. Not even just SmackDown. This is what pisses me off about people like Ethan Page, about people like Ricky Starks and Mello and Dragunov and Jordan Grace and the Creed brothers and Ivy Nile, and again for a while Lyra and Bailey. And it's like this is the kind of stuff that irritates me, man. Is it's just the WWE does nothing to make anybody look good.
No,
nothing.
They really don't. They don't put in the work that the individual like Ricky, like Ethan Page, like Jordan Grace, they all do to put in the work to make themselves look great. WWE just goes, oh, whatever, you can fucking do this, do whatever. Well, we'll keep you around, I guess.
Like Kevin mentioned it too, Fatal Influence.
Mm-hmm.
We ran a story that they were very well liked, and everybody was shocked with how like over they were and the amount of heat that they got as a group. Couple weeks later, JC James losing to fucking Page on SmackDown, and it's just like, dude, how do you expect anybody to get over the fucking hump if you understand like this is a business where you got to help push them over the hump, right?
This is exactly, you have to help. Look at Oba. It's working because you're pushing him over the hump. He's getting wins over Brock. He's winning King of the Ring, man. That's what we want is shit. And not everybody can win King of the Ring, and not everybody can beat people like Brock. It's just consistently good stuff you need to do with Ricky, with Page, with Mello, with Dragunov, with fucking damn near every mid-carder you have that isn't Miro or Matt Cardona. You gotta use them better, bro. You have to.
Yeah, forget about those
Those
guys.
two are just fake demons. They don't really deserve it.
Fake ass demons, bro. But I don't know, man. Didn't do any good. For as much as I do like Ricky, I think, maybe a match like this shows, maybe Ricky is a guy that maybe needs to be led. And the only problem here is Shrick Williams is also one of those guys that needs to be led,
Yeah.
and this match didn't really amount to. And Ricky's an amazing in-ring performer, not really what they would call a ring general.
No.
And that's fine. Not everybody needs to be a ring general. Not everybody, is to that level of a John Cena and AJ Styles, those kind of guys that can call the match, live and kind of, not everybody needs to be fucking Shawn Michaels, but again, when you put two guys in the situation here, it didn't really. This match was kind of ass.
Yeah, it kind of was just a nothing burger of just random moves, and then it ended. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those cases. That's why I hope for SummerSlam they do some type of multi-man for the US. I think they will. I think your best course of action to have the best match is to do Trick, Ricky, Mello, and Dragunov. I think that'll be your best thing you could do for the US title for SummerSlam.
Yes. Bro, could you imagine Ricky Starks versus Ilya Dragunov? Bro?
Like, that's something that I think Ricky would be really good in the ring with.
Yes,
Same with Trick. I
yes.
think he'd be able to pull that off.
Because Dragunov can lead. We've seen Dragunov lead Trick to very good matches.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So, I don't know, but
they even did it to fucking Gunther, Kevin, man.
yes,
they did it to Gunther. That's what SmackDown is. SmackDown is the void of momentum. That's what fucking SmackDown is.
Drew, Sami.
Drew's momentum was so bad. He dead ass told them, "I'm not going to Fanatics Fest. I'm just in Hollywood right now, bro." I don't blame him. At this point, might as well just commit to Hollywood. It's better for you at this point for someone like Drew.
Agreed. Absolutely agreed. They do nothing to show you that they're interested in your creative or your talent. So fuck them. Stay in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
If that's how it's gonna be.
If you're getting all these movies, why not commit to them? Might as well.
100%.
Probably getting paid better anyway.
Probably. So, yeah, that is
random side note. Speaking of paid, did you see that that I think it was that Jinder video where he explained how WWE contracts work?
Yes, I did.
That is the biggest scam of a system I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it was like he had like the paper.
Yeah, and he was explaining that like you make this much a week, but you basically like have to spend it all every week and shit, and like you'll make more money if you're booked better. But like nobody's booked better. It's such a scam of a system, dude.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah. Especially, well, honestly, it might even be different now because Jinder wasn't there with TKO, was he?
But you know he's in all those contract stuff now. Remember, he like helps people like find the contracts in that one company. Oh, he's like a big part of that one. Now. Yeah, so he works with these motherfuckers to be like set their contracts. So
that's right. Oh, that's terrible.
That's terrible. That's bad luck, man. I was watching that. I was like, my God, this company's a fucking scam to these people, man. That's insane.
Yeah, because he was saying like you make your downside guarantee,
but like you make more if you're booked more. But like half the time you gotta spend damn near all the money you make just to like actually get to the show and get your gear, and which is wild.
Yeah,
bro.
because they don't pay for gear, but I believe like they do. At least from what I remember hearing, they do reimburse for like your hotels, and I don't think rentals. I think hotels.
I don't think for hotels still at WWE. I think it's just AEW that does travel for them. I think with WWE, from what I've heard, still you got to pay for all your travels.
Really? Because I remember Ryback calling that out, but then I remember all the wrestlers coming out and saying that was bullshit. Because I remember fucking Ryback was fucking complaining that he was complaining about spending all of his money, but then like Melter and a bunch of other wrestlers came out and said it was bullshit.
No wonder.
The bucket system wasn't determining the money that the wrestlers got. You made the money in your contract every time. The bucket system was a system to tell how much you're actually worth to the company. I thought it was like that. Like wrestlers get their downside guarantee, but it's like if you are booked better, it's like you have the opportunity to make more money.
Which is like no one gets that opportunity, so it's a fucking scam.
Literally. Yeah. I mean, I got it. For as shitty as that is, better than it used to be because downside guarantees weren't even a thing.
With old in the 80s and 90s and 2000s and shit. So
because like I've watched a lot of like I watch a lot of like Maven's YouTube.
Oh yeah, and he'll say like,
and the contracts in his era were fucking terrible. Like he explained it, like the way he explained it, like in the mid 2000s. It was like you had an option. There was two options for your contracts. It was a downside guarantee, which was small at the time, but it was guaranteed. Or you took the betting option and you had the chance to make a shit ton of money, but it like he even said like 1 year he got hurt, he didn't make nothing.
That's insane.
He didn't make nothing. And then
they were demons back then.
And then I do remember him saying that like back in his day you had to pay for the rental and book your hotel, but I swear I remember him saying that it's different now. That
we'll
like
see.
So I know for sure AEW's
I know they
AEW
fucking pay
covers.
for it, which they might have started paying for it once AEW came around. And they're like, oh fuck, they pay for it. Ah fuck, I guess we'll pay for it too. Another reason they hate AEW.
Yeah, because I don't know, man. But yeah,
I remember I was watching that video. I'm like, man, what a fucking horrible system. I mean, again, it's better than it used to be, but it's still nothing great for the wrestlers.
yeah,
They deserve more money, is what they really do.
and healthcare
And
benefits.
healthcare, exactly. And at least it's fucking something, bro.
Something, bro.
Cody gets a bus. The Wheatley American Vodka bus.
Oh, brother. So yeah, this was the U.S. title match again. I wasn't really a fan of it, man. I thought this match kind of dragged, and again, it was like the best way to describe it, and you'll hear me say this with the next match too. SmackDown shenanigans. It was Ricky out there, he's fighting with Lil Yachty, and fucking getting Lil Yachty kicked out, and then you got again, and then you got this Lil Yachty elbow drop segment at the end. It's like SmackDown shenanigans, bro.
The void that is SmackDown Live, man. I miss SmackDown Live, actually. Man, I
Yes. So, moving on to your next U.S. title match.
For the first time ever, the women's U.S. title match on pay-per-view.
Literally for the first time ever on pay-per-view. You have Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton.
What a first time.
I don't know if I'm hallucinating. I swear I've seen this scenario play out like 3 different times on SmackDown. Maybe with different interchangeable names, but listen to this.
Okay.
So Jade Cargill's having a match, and the Be Fabulous group come out to help.
No way.
After the Be Fabulous group comes out to help, Chelsea Green saves Tiffany Stratton and takes out the Be Fabulous group.
Okay.
She's dealing with them. Jade Cargill goes to use the championship to hit Tiffany Stratton with it. Charlotte stops her from using the belt. Tiffany takes advantage, hits a prettiest moonsault ever, and retains the championship in this match. SmackDown shenanigans. Brother, how many times have we seen this scenario or scenarios identical to this play out in a Jade Cargill match?
It was the last pay-per-view she was on, man. It was fucking B-Fab. The B-Fabs come out, they fuck up, they get fucking pushed out, essentially, and then Jade loses the match because of other shenanigans. It's like, brother, what are we doing here, man? What is the point of any of this? What is the point of this women's U.S. title scene? What is the point of this match with fucking Jade in this scene that she's really not in? Like, she's not in this scene. At the end of the day, I don't want her to be, but she's still in the world title scene, essentially. So why is she in this match? I don't get it, man. And I get the whole purpose to this was to essentially put the first blocks in for the big Jade and Charlotte match they want for Mania. I think that's the goal for SmackDown on Mania at this point. I really think it is. And I think this was like the first building blocks for it, but like, you fucking didn't need to do this for the U.S. title. It probably would have been more impactful if you did it for the world title or some shit. You know what I mean? Have her screw over for the world title. Bam, she's even more pissed at you. This is the U.S. title. If anything, she did Jade a favor by keeping her from this fucking title. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. The match itself wasn't anything to fucking write home about. And then there was just the most generic, like you said, SmackDown shenanigans ending. That, how was this on pay-per-view, man? This, for the first time, this fucking thing made it to pay-per-view. And this is what you do? Come on, bro. Come on.
Oh, man.
It's horrible.
Pretty much,
It
yes.
is.
The Be Fabulous group is just there to take the brunt or take the blame for Jade Cargill losing. I don't know. I think the experiment with Jade and the Be Fabs has failed. I just, again, I don't think, I mean, maybe Jade is a good mid-carder, man. Hopefully they'll keep her here. But again, I don't view her as a main event upper echelon woman in WWE. I just don't. And again, I don't think her in-ring work is impressive at all,
No.
in the slightest. So I don't really, again, I don't really understand what the infatuation with Jade and Charlotte is. A lot of times, bro, Charlotte isn't much of a ring general, so
I'm just kind of scared for that match.
I don't really think the match is going to be all that great. Most of Charlotte's best matches come from Becky's, Mercedes Moné, Bailey.
Charlotte is a lot like a Brock, where like the same like tougher, like taller, stronger women. She doesn't really have a good match against, man. I don't think it'll be a much good match against Jade.
No.
She excels against like the Blisses, like you said, the Beckys, the Baileys. That type of league is what her like match type is really made for, man.
Have we ever got Charlotte Bianca? Yes.
Yeah, we have.
What
I
was
don't.
that, 2023?
Yeah, I think it was 2023. It was what fucking show was it, Mania, or was it? What the fun was
I
it?
know there was the SummerSlam one, but I know that one had Asuka in it. It was a triple threat. Did they have a one-on-one?
I think they had a one-on-one somewhere.
Interested.
I don't remember it. If they did
Charlotte
have it.
versus...
Dr. Belair. Did they have some in NXT? Is that the little stint where they went where
Charlotte went back to NXT?
I think that's where it was when Charlotte went back to NXT.
No. What is this? 2021.
Oh fuck.
They had a match on Raw for the Raw Women's title.
Oh brother.
Then there was NXT in 2020 when Charlotte went back to NXT. And then
is that it?
Looks like it.
So they really had never a major one-on-one match. Hey, Bianca making back? Make that the fucking match, man. I just hope Bianca can make it back for Mania, bro. That's all I want for this SmackDown scene.
Yeah, there was the SummerSlam 2023 match, which was a triple threat. There was Monday Night Raw on October 18th, 2021, and then there was NXT on February 26th, 2020. So they've never had like a major one-on-one match on like a
real
one-on-one match on a major pay-per-view. So interesting. Yes, Jade Cargill loses here. Tiffany holds on to the belt. What Tiffany's holding on to the belt for?
Nothing.
Yeah, probably nothing. Just something for her to hold because they don't know what to do with her.
If anything, I could see, obviously, Blake Monroe debuted last night or on Tuesday, and I could see her beating Julia, then probably going for Tiffany, I would think. That's probably the goal.
Yeah, I could see that.
Poor Blake, she's got to win this fucking title, but maybe that could hopefully be the best thing for this title. Hopefully.
Yeah.
God. Thank God.
So, yeah, but Tiffany Stratton wins and Jade Cargill loses. And the main event. For the WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, and Gunther.
Wow.
Wow is right. Wow.
What a match, man.
Well, honestly, the
ending sequence was really good.
Yes, the ending sequence was good. Wasn't too hot on the match.
No, it was very Cody Rhodes. Anything Cody, I'm really not into at this point, man. And man, it was a good ending. It was a good ending, man. They were doing like the whole thing where like Sami dragged the ref out when Cody was pinning, so Cody did the same thing.
Bro, what was with Michael Cole?
Cole's on one, bro.
Comparing Sami Zayn to Victor Wembanyama, saying he's spoiled and entitled.
I don't think that's the way of the monks, is to, teach people to be spoiled and entitled. Passionate, yeah. Wemby's passionate. He wanted to win. He was mad he didn't win. Do you want to be happy someone lost? The fuck do you mean by that, Michael Cole?
Everybody's mad because Wemby didn't go shake the Knicks' hands. So what? So fucking what? The Pistons did it back in the fucking 90s. So what? People get pissed when they lose.
They get heated in the moment, man. Come on, what are you doing?
Come on, bro. What is this guy Michael Cole talking about? I know he's a Knicks fan, but bro, This isn't the first time we've seen something like this happen. People don't shake hands all the time, bro.
Literally. It's not the end of the world.
It's really not. Wow.
I'm a proud Cody hater. Proud.
Logan says,
Since 2020.
Logan, are you talking about Michael Cole talking through the tin cans, bro?
Oh, man. His audio was fucked.
Dude, he genuinely was like, he sounded like he was talking through like a fucking Dollar Tree earpiece, bro.
He would, man, that shit. And that's the worst part is, Corey Graves' mic was fine. His mic was fucking fine. It was Michael Cole's mic.
His would get bad at some points.
Sometimes, but like the whole night, Michael Cole sounded horrible.
I know why. It's because, and you can see Michael Cole visibly do it. Sometimes he'll grab his mic and put it closer to his face.
He like swallows the mic.
But, and like, sometimes he does it and, I don't know, maybe his fucking mic sensitivity is lower, but for whatever reason, it was high as shit tonight. And like, I think they do it when it gets too loud. Like, they'll put it there, but like, he didn't have to do it.
The crowd wasn't that loud
all night. Yeah, it's like the crowd was, maybe to him it sounded louder than it did on TV, but like it was not. Wow. It wasn't that loud to like fucking be swallowing your mic. It just, yeah, and how they let that go on the whole show and nobody said anything was ridiculous to me.
Because like, man, I don't know if it was like, I don't know if it was a Michael Cole thing or maybe it was like an actual production thing. Because at one point during like the table spots in the main event, Corey Graves mentioned that fucking fucking Michael Cole's mic wasn't working anymore. So give them a second. You're just gonna hear Corey for a second. But like, brother, what happened? What did you break?
Seriously, like they were fucking stepping on the wire all night. So Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes. Sami Zayn gets back body dropped onto an announce table, the American announce table, and Cody Rhodes shortly after that gets power bombed on top of the Arabic announce table.
It was funny because you could obviously tell they wanted it to break the first time, and it didn't. So fucking Gunther just grabs him and does it again because he's like, God damn it.
Dude, I'm sorry. That has to be like one of the worst bumps you could take, bro.
I'm
Getting
sure.
Slammed on the table and that motherfucker doesn't break. Oh,
because that was Logan Paul. I saw a clip of him on his podcast talking to Loriarty, funny enough, and he was explaining to him like, yeah, you want that table to break, and you want the smallest person possible to like hit you or like to land on because you just want it to crumble, and like, yeah, you don't want to just fucking, because that shit didn't budge when Cody got slammed on. I was like, damn. Exactly. No Slim Jim tables made the trip, man. Oh yeah, they weren't Slim Jim tables in the
oh my God, they weren't.
The steel cage match. Oh shit, man. Oh, aren't they not allowed to do it in Saudi? Because I swear that happened last time they were in Saudi. There was no Slim Jim tables.
I think you're right.
I don't think they're able to get the sponsorship over there. I don't think Slim Jim likes working or like being over there in Saudi. I think that's the case. I think that happened one of the last times they were over there.
Yeah, I believe you're right. I feel, I think you are right. So they both get put through the announce table. Sami Zayn hits a haluva kick to Gunther for a near fall. Sami was in utter disbelief. He gets Gunther up, but then Cody Rhodes comes back and he hits a double crossroads on Sami and Gunther. It was at this moment where I already started rolling my eyes. I was like, oh God, they are going to fucking have
him pack them up.
Him double crossroads these guys.
The double crossroads looks horrible. That is not a move you can do double of. That looks horrible. First of all, I don't even really like the crossroads. The fact that you have to do 3 of them kind of just makes it a bad move in itself. Most of the time, no one knows how to sell it properly, and I just don't like Cody. That's the real
Yeah,
period there.
the cross. I like the crossroads. I don't like how he's conditioned people to like the triple crossroads being the finisher.
hate
Like
the
to me,
triple.
that's the super finisher.
Yeah.
Like you do that when you're like trying to fucking like
Take down
you do
Roman
that in like
Reigns.
you do that in like a Mania main event, bro.
He does that every single match. And
Yes.
it completely killed the move for me, man.
Yeah. Like you got to sell the move, bro. If you want it to actually be taken seriously, have people go down to one crossroads. Like make it a legit move. But it's the fact that he has to do 3 of them for the fucking thing to be effective. It kind of ruins the lore of the move to me a little bit.
For me, it does.
Also, yeah, I just don't like Cody Rhodes either.
No one knows how to sell it, dude. Literally, the best sell in WWE of the Crossroads came from a security guard. That one time, that one security guard fucking spiked himself on his head for the move. That was dead ass the best sell of the Crossroads in WWE.
Yeah,
It was a security guard.
What was he beating up a security guard for? Was it the Brock?
I think it was the Brock stuff, and like it was a bunch of security guards, and they were all fighting. I remember he crossroads dude, and the dude fucking landed right on the dome of his head, and it looked amazing. And no one has done it ever like that ever again. Like, bro,
Maybe it's time for Damian Priest to bring back the Reckoning, his version of the Crossroads.
Oh my god, he did have a version of the Crossroads.
That was his finisher before the.
South of Heaven, is it?
Yes. Or what's his? Oh, I think he just does call it the Razor's Edge. Yeah.
Oh
I think
yeah,
changed the
he does
name.
call it. I
but
think
yeah.
he calls it that.
Yeah, but the South of Heaven.
South of
it
Heaven.
used to be the Reckoning.
The Reckoning.
They made him change it when Cody Rhodes got signed, man.
Yeah, you
They
can't
took
do
his
that
move
no
away
more.
from
It's fucking his move now, buddy.
So he hits one crossroads on Sami, and he rolls Sami up for another crossroads. Sami Zayn drops down and rolls up Cody Rhodes and wins the WWE Championship, bro. Yes, I said that. Sami Zayn won the WWE Championship.
Wow. He fucking did it, man. He's on his 10th try. Which, when commentary said this was his 10th try, I was like, oh my god. That's a bad statistic. It took you 10
Bro's fucking 1-9.
for the world title, man. Fuck. But either way, man, I'm fucking shocked, man. They gave it to fucking say he finally has a world title under his belt, man. Look at that. Was that so hard, Triple H? Was that hard? It really wasn't that hard. You could have done it fucking 3 years ago.
Yeah, man. Man. Well, first, I'm very happy for Sami. Fucking, this guy's been on the main roster for like what, 11 years.
10 years.
Man, I am so happy for him. Again, a little bittersweet, and again, I don't want to take away from him, but a little bittersweet, only because I feel like. We should have got our moment with this 3 years ago in 2023, around WrestleMania 39 season. But nonetheless, it happened. You can't look at a more deserving guy than Sami Zayn, bro. I mean, this dude has stuck around in WWE through injuries, getting his ass beat by Braun Strowman, the horrible state of Monday Night Raw and SmackDown throughout the late 2010s, the
first heel run,
the early 2020s decade, with that heel run he had was terrible.
That was horrible.
The whole bloodline stuff, he should have been a world champion coming out of that. I'll stand 10 toes down on that forever. He should have been a world champion coming out of that. Storyline with Roman Reigns and stuff like that. And then it was post Bloodline where everybody thought he was going to, start really making a serious contend at the World Championship. And he never got it, dude. He stuck through so much bad creative. He stuck through so many bad, just down years in WWE. And I am very happy for Sami Zayn. He's always been one of my favorites on the roster, and I've really always hated how they've treated him, and I just can't believe it. I'm so glad he got the moment in Saudi Arabia, and I'm overall just very, 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 very happy for him, and I'm excited but also scared to see what they do with the title reign.
100%. I am scared overall to see how they do this title reign and like how long it lasts. Not that it should last forever or nothing, but like I feel like it might be really short, which I think is scary, man.
Yeah, and I feel like they're gonna do the thing of like, oh, he won it as a fluke.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're gonna Darby Allin him essentially. I could see something like that, but overall, man, I'm very happy he won it again. Should have won it like fucking 3 years ago, but I digress. He finally won it now, man. I'm very happy for him. He deserves it. Perfect place to win in Saudi for him, man. And I'm very happy for Sami Zayn. So congratulations to Sami Zayn. For the rest of these guys, I definitely kind of agree with Kevin, man. What do you do with Gunther besides just take a break with him right now? Just keep him off for a few months. Have him return at like Survivor Series or something, and you'll be good at that point. But like, man, what is he gonna do for the time being besides float around and lose? I don't want that for Gunther, man. For Cody, as long as he's not in the world title scene, you can do whatever you want with that guy, man. But probably gonna be in the world title scene, which is scary for me.
Yeah. We were talking about it in the open of the show, but Sami Zayn as world champion opens up a lot of possibilities. And again, I just have a fear they're kind of gonna run the whole like Sammy's Sammy's a fluke champion. He won it off a roll up, and he shouldn't be the champ. And I just have a bad feeling he's not making it past, or maybe even to SummerSlam as the WWE champion. I just have a bad feeling. I don't know why. I just like, and I want to be happy because genuinely Sammy's been one of my favorites for like literally like 10 years. He's been one of towards the top of the list of one of my favorite people on the WWE roster. And I really want to be excited about the title reign, but I'm kind of in the same boat as like the Drew title reign. It just feels like a here damn title reign. Like
it does.
Drew loses so much. All right, fuck it. Here, fine. You can finally get one. And I just kind of feel that same way. I feel like that's their view on Sami Zayn as the world champion. It's like, oh, people been bitching about him so much. Like, if he keeps losing, he's just gonna die off. So just give him the fucking title now. That's kind of just the vibe I get. And also too, are we really kidding ourselves, bro? Cody Rhodes is going to win this championship back. Whether, and he may not beat Sammy for it. Maybe somebody else beats Sammy. Whoever it is, the long-term plan is always just to drop it to Cody.
100%, because the plan is, from what we know, Punk versus Cody for that world title at Mania. And at this point, if Cody loses it now, I wouldn't be shocked if Cody gets it back at WrestleMania against CM Punk, man, which is god awful in my opinion, but that's my opinion. And I do compare this one to the Drew win. I think this does feel better than Drew's win, shockingly enough. Drew's really felt like a here damn title reign or title win. This one still does, but it does feel a little better than Drew's for me. A little bit, but it's still in the same boat. I think at least for management, it's a here damn. They want you to win it. All right, you fucking won it. Right. All right, now let's move on. So very happy for Sami Zayn. Very scared for Sami Zayn, but I'm glad he was finally able to win the world title, man.
Yeah. Kevin, I'm sorry, Jeff. I was saying it earlier, bro. In a perfect world, Kevin Owens would come back and fucking spike pile drive Sami Zayn's fucking head to the mat again. In a very perfect world. And Kevin, you're so right. And again, I am public enemy number one on that campaign. He says time to take a break from Cody Rhodes as the world champion. And again, I'm at the top of that list, bro.
It needs to be like 2 years.
100%. I'm so over this shit. But this is WWE we're talking about. This championship, more than likely, within the next 3 months is it may not even be that long. Within the next couple of months is going to be right back to contending or holding this championship. So probably holding it. So
I wouldn't doubt holding it. Maybe, he does love the chase. So it all depends on what they want to do with Punk and Cody at WrestleMania. If they want Punk to chase or if they want Cody to chase. I think it all depends on that. But no matter what, gonna be in the Cody vortex in 2 to 3 months anyway, man. So they should take a break. They need to with Cody Rhodes, but they aren't, man. They are, to them, a break is gonna be like a month or two, and they're like, well, we gave you guys the break. Aren't you happy? It's gonna be that whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and also too, Cody Rhodes saying he loves the chase is nothing more than than a PR stunt, bro. He's saying that so he doesn't sound like Cody Hogan.
Exactly.
This motherfucker always said, "Oh, I love the chase," but then he just wins the title right back. Like, no, what do you want to just chase for 2 weeks? Like, what? No, that's not a chase.
I think, to be honest, but in Cody's mind, that is the chase into him. I think that's why he also is like such a constant of losing it, winning it again, losing it, winning it again.
And he wants to stat.
He wants to stat, and I think he does like the chase because he likes the win of winning it, not just defending it. I think he likes the winning it just a little bit more. But like, it's the weirdest ego in the world, man. It really is. Like, at least with like Roman, you're consistent. He's a champ, and he's gonna be a champ for a minute. With Cody, he's gonna lose it, but he's gonna win it back, and he's gonna lose it, and he's gonna win it back, and it's just frustrating.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. And again, there's a lot that they can do with Sami Zayn as world champion. Again, do we get a fatal 4-way? Does Sami Zayn even make it to SummerSlam as world champion? Do we get Gunther Sammy? Do we get Cody Sammy? Does Sammy drop it for us to get Cody Orton? Does Sammy drop it to Brock so we can get Oba Brock for a championship? There's a lot they can go. If you ask me, I think probably the best way to go with Sammy, obviously, if Kevin Owens is not available, probably your fatal 4-way, because I otherwise don't really know how Punk slots into SummerSlam. Don't know how Gunther slots in there either. It definitely does shake things up. I can just say I'm glad, A, that Sammy finally got his world title reign, and B, fucking Cody Rhodes lost the championship. And again, I can't even really be fully happy about that one because I just feel like he's just going to win it right back. At least that's the way WWE's conditioned me to watching the show. But I don't know. We'll see. Again, I just hope they don't, I just hope they tread carefully, which, knowing how they like to go about Cody Rhodes booking, they're not. It's going right back to Cody, more than likely.
No, they don't tread carefully. They just stomp their way through with Cody Rhodes, man. I feel like at some point that's what they're going to do. Again, very happy for Sami Zayn. Very glad he won the title, and very glad that Cody lost. I'm very happy with that. Truly, I wish the best for Sami's title reign, but I don't expect the best, unfortunately. And not because of Sami, because of Triple H and WWE.
100%. So, yeah, I don't know, man. There's this is definitely a lot. This is definitely a lot more interesting now, especially with all the routes they can go. But I don't know. We will see. We will see. There's a if WWE really wanted to deep dive into a Sami Zayn world title reign, there's so much you can do. But again, we all know, bro. This is Cody's. This is Cody's division.
World.
This is Cody's world.
We're just fucking living in it.
Yes, that whole SmackDown scene is Cody's for the taking, bro. So
it really is, and like Kevin mentioned, a good length would be defending it through Crown Jewel, if that show even going to exist this year, and probably losing it at Mania. I think that's best for Sami. I would like that'd be perfect for Sami. Don't know if they're going to do that, man. Because again, and like you said, in a perfect world, we get Kevin Owens at WrestleMania versus Sami Zayn, man, and that would be my dream. But I don't know if it could happen, man.
Yeah,
I wish. I really wish. I miss Kevin Owens so fucking much, dude. Oh man, I miss that.
Especially on SmackDown, bro. He was like the realism on the show. His character just felt so like justified and real.
He was, and like I've said it before, one of my big problems with WWE is a lot of their characters don't feel like real humans. Kevin Owens is a real ass dude on and off screen, dude.
Yes.
You just felt like you were watching a person, man. And if you want a world title program to get Punk with after Mania, I would much rather take Punk and KO than Punk and Cody 1,000,000% over.
And see, WWE. So, I'm sorry, you said what again? You said Punk and who?
Punk and Owens after
Versus-
Mania.
Oh, after.
Like those two versus each other after
Oh,
Mania.
fuck yeah. Dude, absolutely.
I would take that over Cody 1,000,000%.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, also, too, WWE's so focused on putting this shitty comedy on their show. Can we not talk about how downright hilarious Kevin Owens was? Like, bro, that fucking car promo where he's in the car with Michael Cole and then starts fucking screaming at him and kicking him out of the car. Like, bro, come on, dude.
Like, that's how you do real comedy, man.
Hilarious, bro. Hilarious. But no, man. Again, in a perfect world, you know, we're getting Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. Kevin Owens winning the WWE Championship from Sami, with then, you know, Kevin going on to feud with CM Punk for the belt. Dude, man, it's something I think is the best case scenario. I think it's the best case scenario. Kevin Owens is, I don't even want to say he is I don't want to. I can't even say Kevin Owens is deserving of a world championship.
Overdue.
At this point, this fucking guy's owed a
Yeah.
world championship title reign. I mean, how long's it been? 10 fucking years now. 10 years since this guy's been a world champion. So, come on. There's no excuse for that. There's no excuse. What were you doing with Kevin Owens for 10 years? To the fact that he has not, in that span, grabbed another world title. What? How does that stat even exist?
How does it exist?
10 years?
10 years. Because when the fuck did he win it in 2016?
It was August.
August.
It was August.
So it's literally about to be 10 years since he's been a world champion. He should have been like a fucking 4-time world champion by now, for being honest, man. And he's only held one so far, man. And like Kevin, I do get what you mean by saying we have seen that match a lot, and I get why some might not want it. For me, never got it for a world title, and that's really where that's. And this is my favorite. Like, the last version we got of them versus each other was my favorite version of what we got of them versus each other. So I want more of that.
And I think we talk about like how like the bloodline always has no nuance. I think like the last time we seen Owens and Zayn, there was like nuance to it, because like they had already, like Kevin had already kind of made up with him for all the bloodline stuff that happened, and Kevin was more so upset that, you know, Sami, everybody, like when they were a tag team, all Sami did was all the fans did was care about Sami's story and Sami's chase. And he helped Sami get away from the bloodline. And then when Sami Zayn went back to team with the OG bloodline, it was like that like completely set off KO, because, you know, he thought that him and Sami kind of made up from the bloodline stuff. And again, there was layers to it. There was layers to it. It wasn't rinse and repeat of something we've seen before. You know, it was new. It was new to the story. So for me, that's why it worked, and it made sense to work. It wasn't like what they're doing with the bloodline now, where it's just like they're rinsing and repeating stuff to try to reclaim past glory. You know what I mean? Like Owens and Zayn made sense. Like at the time, it made sense for Owens to go after Zayn, because let's be honest, it would have made no sense for Sami to team with the bloodline and Owens to have no problem with it at all.
No,
that would have made no sense. As long as things make sense, then they make sense. But again, with things you see right now with the bloodline, I was obviously very open to it at first. I was very open to the idea of Roman and Fatu. And I still like their pairing, but it's everything. It's these things
around them.
Yes, it's these moving parts they're adding around it. They feel so rinse and repeat. They feel like they don't make sense as characters. And it's like, we talk about it with the Usos all the time. The Usos, their characters should have a problem with the way Roman Reigns is.
Yeah.
And the contrast to that is it would make no sense if they didn't have a problem with how Roman Reigns operates. And what do they have him do on television? Have no problem.
They're
and
as big as shooters.
Yeah, and it makes no sense. Again, I swear, like, Man, I just want things to make sense, and they do a fucking terrible job at things making sense.
No, exactly. Like for me, at least with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, it's like the same reason I never mind getting another Hangman and Swerve match because it genuinely is a different dynamic
Yes.
every time we actually get it. Unlike Seth and Roman, I don't want Seth and Roman because it's the same thing every time. There's really no true change and nuance to every time we get it, man. So personally, I'm cool with them getting the rematch with that one and doing that one again at WrestleMania, man. I think after that, you would need to take a big break from them facing each other again. But I think you still got that in the tank, man. Because at the end of the day, their feud is probably going to continue on before the injury. But Kevin Owens got injured, so
Yeah.
I think it's the perfect way to end the fight, finally end that feud that had to be paused, and move the characters on, man. I think it's perfect.
For sure, for sure. But I get what you're saying.
I do get what you're saying,
I do get what you're saying. But yeah, for me, I think you kind of did leave the door open, obviously for reasons of nobody's fault. It was Owens got hurt, so you couldn't really. And I also really would like to believe that Kevin Owens was the front runner for Money in the Bank last year
I
before
really
Seth
think he was.
Rollins, because Owens was just
He was
perfect.
perfect for that
Especially
shit.
because Jay was the world champion.
He
You
hated
could have had,
Jay.
and he hates the bloodline. You could have fucking had Owens cash in on Jay, beat the holy fuck out of him, and then have Sami Zayn stick up for his dog and fucking take the
And
belt from Owens.
That would piss Owens off because, like, this is your boy, I'm your boy, and you're taking his side. I think it really would have been perfect, man. And that injury just came at the worst time, man.
See, Kevin Owens was a real bloodline shooter, bro. Now they're trying to sell us on Royce Keys being a bloodline shooter.
Why is Royce Keys in this
Why is
circle,
he
bro?
involved with this, bro?
Like,
Why?
dog, what are you doing, man? It's so frustrating, man. They just involve the most randos in this shit, man. But if we want something fresh for Mania, genuinely have Oba be the champion and have him face like Javon Evans or something. If you want truly something fresh at WrestleMania, man, because I don't want Seth and Roman for the title. I don't want Roman and Brock for the title. I don't want fucking Roman and Fatu. I mean, it's gonna be good, but like, I don't want the bloodline at this point, man. I just want something completely fresh on that Raw scene, man.
Yeah, and I can't blame you for that. I definitely can't blame you for that.
Hell, in a perfect world, we get Oba and Fatu at WrestleMania. Fuck it, let's do that.
Mhm.
Something like that, man. But like, man, I just don't want the bloodline is in the world title scene at this point because it was such a good direction. And then they did all what they did. They're adding Solo back in. I think they're gonna do Fatu and Solo at SummerSlam, and that's probably when we see Zilla show up, and he's probably, who knows what side he's going to be on, but he's going to pick a side. It's going to be a whole thing, dude. Fucking A.
Yeah. I honestly, what's so terrible, I really don't know if there's going to be like bloodline versus bloodline sides this time. I genuinely think I
make it
really
a
think
super
they're
blood?
going to get like a super group. And they're going to put the Usos, they're going to force Solo to go back. They're going to have Jacob, obviously, and Roman, and they're going to get Zilla in the group. And I feel like Zilla might be the one to eventually inch everybody out of the group.
I can
Maybe.
see that. Like, the fresh eyes in the group is going to be like, what are we doing here?
And then I think the opposing team is going to be LA. It's gonna be, Royce Keys.
Seth.
It's gonna be Rollins. Did I say
Probably
LA Knight
Punk.
already? I could see Punk. Yeah. Oh.
I could see Punk and Cody. The main eventers I could see in that, Punk, Cody, and Seth. They all hate the bloodline. And then they're going to have LA and Royce Keys in there for some reason. Why is Royce Keys involved in this shit, dude?
Kevin's got a good question. He says, who deserves... That's a really good question. He says, who deserves a run for a world championship? Kevin Owens or LA Knight? We got to pick one.
I have to pick one, man.
Holy shit.
Fuck. Respectfully, I have to go with KO, bro. Like, and I don't want to do that to LA, bro. I really don't, but like,
how the fuck are you gonna do LA Knight like that, bro?
Who you picking?
Kevin Owens.
And like, no disrespect to LA, cause like,
yeah,
but like, Kevin Owens is so long overdue.
And like, like I think Kevin Owens is the better talent.
Yeah, I
like
think he
again,
is.
not saying
And I
LA is a
love LA.
scrub,
And
but
I'm a
I
shooter
think
for LA.
I think like whose character's more intriguing, who's the better in-ring performer, who's the better promo. I think Kevin Owens does clear LA Knight. No shade on LA Knight.
No shade.
LA Knight's absolutely deserved a world title shot, but yeah, for me, I would say Owens.
Kevin Owens is longer over, and again, we're people who say LA Knight is undervalued for how good he is in the ring and whatnot, and that's coming from us still, man. So I love LA, I really do, but I'd have to go with KO on that one.
100%. Kevin says that War Games matches are no longer special. We've seen every single spot.
I'm dreading War Games, dude.
I dread it especially coming out of last year's War Games. Absolutely am dreading the fuck out of whatever they think is a good idea for War Games this year. I'm dreading it, especially because, like, War Games, especially from last year, I can't emphasize that enough. It genuinely felt like I was watching like a It felt like I was watching like a comedy, like scary movie version of like War Games.
Oh, 100%. It was horrible, man. I hated War Games last year, man. And because our two options this year are Bloodline versus Bloodline or Bloodline versus group that hates Bloodline. Brother, what the fuck are we doing, man? It's so frustrating.
Yeah, it is. Sami Zayn before GTA 6 is wild. That's true. I didn't think about it like that. Man.
Well, I will say something will probably get GTA 6 before an LA Knight world title run. So at least that's one statistic that'll probably never
happen. Jeff says that Zilla has potential to be a big star. Yeah, he does. He really does. I just really hope that WWE's like able to actually, capitalize on it.
I really do. And my biggest fear with him is that they're basically just going to give him Fatu's hothead gimmick. And that's just all they're going to delegate to him, too. Because that's kind of all they do with Fatu half the time. And I think they can easily make Fatu more calm and calculated than that. And I think they're going to do the exact same thing with Zilla.
Yeah, and I do fear with Zilla that, the Samoans are going to become like the Mexicans in WWE. Like, how Triple H, like all the Mexican people are fucking around each other. All we see is Rey with Dragon and Penta and the LWO. And I fear, I don't even fear, we kind of already fucking there. That, it's like, they're going to be so similar that like Triple H isn't really going to know like what to do with either of them. And they're just, all he's going to know what to do with them is like, I'll just put the Samoans around each other.
100%. That's my big fear, is that they're just going to dilute him into just being a random piece in the family. That's probably all it'll end up being, man. So I really hope they do more with him. Again, I don't know too much, in the quality of, promos and matches. I've heard good things overall. So I'm very intrigued to see. My biggest fear is always what WWE right now, creative. I think they're just gonna make them essentially a mini Fatu. I really feel like they're gonna do that.
I could very well see that. I have a very, especially with like, it's like rinse and repeat. It's like everybody they've tried to make like Umaga. They said it about Solo. Oh, he's like Umaga. And then Jacob was brought in, and then they kind of have him act like Umaga. Well, guess what? Now we're getting Umaga's biological son. They're gonna make him like Umaga. And it's like, everybody's a fucking enforcer. Everybody's fucking Umaga. Fucking Jay's drunk. Like what? It's like rinse and repeat. It's again. It's like rinse and fucking repeat, man. It's like I just have a fear that, and it's so terrible. Like we say this about everybody in the bloodline, but it's just like you look at Solo and everybody says, I wish he could kind of be like his NXT self and just kind of like a Solo guy. Then you say the same thing about fucking Jacob. I kind of wish he was Solo. You say the same thing about Roman. I wish he was away from the bloodline and just kind of fucking feuding with other people on the roster.
I fucking don't want them to interact with any of them.
It's like everybody. It's like we've seen such an oversaturation of it. It's like, you again, and it's like, and they don't do anything to try to make the story feel fresh. It just
No.
feels rinse and repeat. And I was open to the idea at first because at WrestleMania, Roman wasn't really around the bloodline. It's like we had seen a couple weeks building into Mania where the Usos were getting involved, but then they stopped that building into Mania. So I was like, oh, okay, you know, they're going to actually finally give us singles Roman as a champ by himself. And what does he do the first Raw after WrestleMania? Call out the Usos to bring back the fucking family business as if they own the fucking deli on the corner. And they're right back to rinse and repeat, making the same sandwiches all fucking day, every day, and it gets old. It gets old, man, and it's just, again, and I think for me, again, it's not that it's just the bloodline, and it's not just, oh, we're seeing the same people. They do nothing to make it fresh, and they do nothing to progress characters, which is what I was talking about with Sami and KO. They progress the characters, so I don't mind seeing it again. With the bloodline, there's no progression that makes sense. So I don't want to see it.
I don't.
If you're not going to present something to me that makes sense, then I don't fucking want to see it.
I really don't want to see it, man. And I know exactly what's going to happen. Zilla's going to join the family, and, you know, they leashed Jacob Fatu. They calmed him down, and he's going to be the one to egg him on to be a crash out again.
Domesticated him.
And he's going to undomesticate, essentially, Jacob Fatu into being a crash out again, and he's going to break out the group. That is exactly what's going to happen when Zilla joins the fucking group. Do so much more. Like Jeff says, put him in NXT first, please.
I can only hope.
And if you want to make a story around it, have him, you know, go into the bloodline or attempt to, and have, you know, at this point, Solo's the only one that actually kind of hates the group. So have him stop him, be like, dude, you don't want this group, bro. Trust me. Go to NXT, man. You could do something with that. But they're not. He's just going to join the fucking group, dude. He's just going to show up and join the group. The same way fucking Solo did back when the original bloodline happened. He's going to show up in a hoodie and in a half shiesty, hit whatever his finisher is, and fucking take the mask off, and it's going to be Zilla Fatu. That's exactly how it's going to go down.
Yep. The black hoodie will return.
It will. It will literally return.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It's again. It just seems like.
What are you doing?
Again, it just seems like rinse and repeat. It's, again, now we're bringing in another guy who's more than likely going to be an enforcer, and he's going to be another Umaga, just like they said about the other two. And it's just the same rinse and repeat stuff. But I really have a bad fear that we will end up getting a Bloodline super group versus a Bloodline hater group at War Games. And
one member of the Bloodline hater group is Royce Keys.
Yeah. yeah, that's right. He's gonna make everything better.
Royce Keys.
Fucking cheese. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm definitely scared. However, some good decisions coming out of tonight, but the more that I think about them, they're actually pretty scary. The more you elaborate on them.
Exactly.
That's what I've learned from this review.
I'm
more scared than I originally thought I was coming out of the show.
If the bad stuff happened on the show, I would have been angry. Good stuff happened in this show, and I'm scared because good stuff doesn't last too long under Triple H, man. So overall, the show wasn't bad, man. I think the matches and kind of match placement was kind of bad, but the decisions were good. Oba won. Sami won, shockingly enough. So good decisions here on the show tonight, man. And I'm happy for Sami Zayn and for Oba Femi. And for Yo.
For sure. So yeah, that is everything. That is actually everything for the Night of Champions review. That was pretty much everything. That was us. That was our concerns. That was our concerns, excitements, and worries. So downright fears at this point, but
pull it in bold and italics for concerned.
So yeah, that is gonna do it. That is gonna do it for everything on this edition of. That is going to do it for everything on this edition of the post-show review. This has been your Night of Champions 2026, your Night of Champions Riyadh post-show review. And that is everything. Thank you guys so very much. We appreciate the hell out of you guys, man. We got my guy Jeff. We got my guy Kevin. We got manager Logan in the chat. Probably still thinking about them blueberry cheesecake pancakes. We got my guy Gotti, and we have Flex. Thank you guys as always for joining us, as always. And with that, that is going to do it for this edition of NHP. That is going to do it for another edition of the post show reviews. Thank you guys. We love you guys. It has been, did I say that part? It's been a pleasure for my Johnny.
I think you're just saying that now.
It's been a pleasure for my Johnny.
And it's okay.
That is going to do it. Thank you guys. As always, we love you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you all tomorrow, probably in the wee hours of the midnight, after AEW's Forbidden Door with the Forbidden Door 2026 post-show review.
Peace.